last time I feel like it took a long time to start, and we might lose people. No, I mean all of our five audience. Oh, you can watch it.
Yeah, but it's already recording. Yeah, so we're live already.
Oh, we're live.
So we're doing some last minute
Little
IT
touches.
support. We got IT technician coming back. How's everything, dude?
We good? We back, baby.
Let me check the audio real
Back
quick.
like we never left. How you been? It's been like
I know.
2 weeks. We haven't
So
seen you.
yeah, no wait, no, I wasn't here last week. So
it's
yeah,
pretty
it's
good.
2
been-
weeks.
It's been 2 weeks.
Pretty solid.
So I was thinking, okay, so let's let's reintroduce ourselves,
Yeah.
kind of talk about what it is that we're doing here, how we met, and what we do individually, right? So I guess this is technically the third show.
Yeah, so you weren't here last week because you had important things to do, which is dope.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You know, that's what it should be.
It's passive.
Yeah.
It sounds passive aggressive. What the hell?
I know, damn, I'm mad.
were
I
you?
wasn't here. I tried.
Nah, it's
I know,
cool.
that's
We understand.
Yeah. So yeah, I wasn't here last week, I was bummed out. But technically, it was the third show last week, but people don't
Yes,
know.
I just haven't edited nothing.
So we
Shout out.
had
That's
it.
probably
We
not
had a
going up.
first. Yeah, it's probably not gonna go up. So let's just like low key, like
We move on.
let's do the spark notes
the next-
of that
on the
first
next.
episode
No, actually, I'll edit it, but
at some point.
yeah, I don't know. I feel
Don't
like
expect it anytime soon.
once we move on, I kind of like.
Yeah, I
move on.
feel you.
That's how I am.
I feel you. That's why I'm just like, let's just start a new one where we kind of reintroduce ourselves and talk about how we met, which is it's a pretty quick story, anyways.
Yeah, we just met actually.
We just met.
sure.
It's like the fifth time we've met each other. I guess I'll start because I feel like your story is
go
kind
for
of
it.
like, you know, in depth. I guess with content creation in general, I do my Instagram is called Just an LA Girl. I do content within all of LA. Foodie stuff, events, and now I'm transitioning into like interview style question, fun stuff like at these events that I go to that I promote. So that's kind of what I do now. But with Tapias Fuego, I know I have mentioned to you guys my business, Tapias Fuego. I also started off with that business doing selling michelada mix and other products like dulce enchilados and michelada cups and stuff. From there, I started doing events where I promoted my products, and then I liked the concept of like making the content, and then that's what it eventually led me to Just an LA Girl, where I eventually met you guys, and then yeah, we can talk
It was
about that
Tapias
next.
Fuego that kind of grew for
Yeah,
you,
for
right?
sure.
And then you kind of realized to develop outside of that, or how was it?
Yeah, because I felt like I was stuck in a bubble a little bit with Tapias Fuego, because I love the concept of making content and promoting other businesses through my content. So I would collaborate with restaurants and stuff when I
was
would do
gonna
my
say,
events.
probably you had started getting collaborations.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't make sense with the Tapias Fuego
Exactly.
fully, or to like just move away from it a little bit, you know?
Yeah, because I just felt like it made sense because I was promoting the events that I was doing with them. But then when I wanted to highlight that restaurant like individually,
Yeah,
it was like I want to be able to do that because I was starting to realize that I like that. So eventually, I don't know what took me so long, but I eventually did it this year. But yeah,
this year that started the.
the Just an LA Girl.
Oh, that was
yeah.
this year?
I started
Oh,
in
wow.
March.
And before that, you were showing your face on Tapias Fuego, or not really?
Yeah, I was showing my face, but I still felt like people weren't making the connection that like who I was. Because it's weird. Like I have way less followers than Just an LA Girl in comparison to Tapias Fuego, but I get recognized. But like people are more familiarized with my face now than it was with Tapias Fuego. I still get called the Michelada Girl sometimes.
way, for real?
Yeah, they'll be like, "Oh, the
That's
Michelada
funny.
Girl."
Michelada girl.
Yeah, so sometimes I still get called that.
How'd you get
but-
into micheladas?
my family's from Sinaloa, my dad's side, and then my mom's side, my grandma has family in Ensenada. So I feel like on both sides we just like ceviche and mariscos and
What's
spicy.
the best marisco spot in South Central?
Bro,
The-
when that's debated, there's like 2 or 3.
Well, that's what I'm
certain
asking.
spots, and then like one of them is like East LA. And
I
the
said
other
South
one
Central.
What's
is
it
in
called?
some
I
other
honestly
place.
I don't really know. I mean, the only main spot in South Central that I've ever gone to is I told you guys. What's it called?
I don't know.
The one I told you guys
On
last
Florence?
time.
On
No,
Florence and Central?
on is it Florence? No.
Oh, Gage. You said Gage.
No, it's on Avalon and
Oh, the one-
54th, I think.
Yeah, that one.
What is it
Oh, I
called?
don't remember.
Next to the gas
The
station.
Nayarit. It's
Oh, okay.
Nayarit.
Oh, I think they're all Nayarit.
It's
Most of them aren't.
estilo.
Yeah,
Most of them
are
kind of.
Nayarit.
Damn, why
But
am
it's
I
funny.
blanking
I was
out?
actually just having a homie that I think where's he from? Who was it? Josh? No.
Which one?
Adrian, he was telling us that because he grew up in OC
Mm-hmm.
and he kind of lived in like East LA for a little bit. He said like there's not a lot of marisco spots outside of South Central like that play
Really?
live music.
Oh, the play live music. I feel like that hasn't happened in years.
That's like a South Central thing though, because I feel like a lot of the spots in South Central still play live music with like banda. And
I
stuff.
honestly
That's pretty
haven't really
badass.
been to many. It's called La Corita. There
La
you go,
Corita.
La
La
Corita.
Corita, yeah.
I haven't been to a lot of marisco spots like
I
how
have a
I used
favorite
to. I
one.
feel like back then.
One on Gage and like San Pedro. I
Gage
forgot what
and
it's
San
called, but I
Pedro.
love that one because I get the molcajete and it just comes like a bunch of shit like
Mm.
in a
What I
tray.
started,
I love
eating lately,
seafood.
I can't eat too much raw fish, but I've been eating a bunch of that ¿cómo se
Store-bought
llama?
sushi?
Sushi?
The cajun, where like they put it
Cajun.
in a bag with potatoes and
Cajun.
sausages.
Oh, seafood boil.
Yeah, I love that shit so far.
What do you
Like,
think, Cajun?
Dude,
He
Yeah.
said Cajun.
it's
Yeah,
so
seafood
expensive.
boil
It's so
is.
expensive. But
I don't
it's
know.
so
I
good.
can't get into that because I don't like
Fire.
getting my hands dirty. To
But
be
I
honest,
didn't either. I didn't
yeah,
either
me
until I
either.
tried it, and I got like a bunch
It's
of
worth
potato
it.
because I wasn't too big on shrimp. So I got a bunch of potato, a bunch of sausage,
Corn?
and not,
Not
I
corn?
don't like
Oh.
corn, but like the rice. And if you mix the sauce with like the
sauce.
rice,
that sounds bomb. I'm not
Especially
gonna
when
lie.
you make it like
So good.
super spicy.
I love rice.
Yeah.
I love rice in any
Fire.
form or factor.
potato and sausages.
Any form. I
Yeah.
swear to God. Yeah, I love
Yeah,
rice.
I love. Well, let's talk about you guys. So then, I want to hear like the backstory of South Central Clips again on here. But like, I don't think you guys really told me. I know you started a few years ago, but whose idea was it? I know you guys were friends. I want to hear that story.
All ideas are mine. So I've been shooting since like maybe 13, 12. Like I've always been the one with the camera. Like if you ask the homies, I was always the one like shooting, taking pictures. And I actually have photo libraries that date back to like us kicking it in the block.
Oh shit.
And during that time, Marvin was still kind of coming around because he had moved by then. Well, how old were you when you moved? 16, 17?
I was in 12th,
Wait, out
11th
of
grade.
South Central?
It's
Oh,
still
when you
South
moved to
Central.
South, when you moved to Watts.
Yeah,
He's still South
he
Central.
shouldn't even be running the
I'm like-
page, low-key.
I'm like
He's
blocks
not
away
even
from
from South
Watts.
Central.
I'm blocks
Okay.
away from Watts.
Okay, okay.
But
He's
yeah,
closer
I
to
moved
HP, low-key.
in like 11th grade. So yeah, that was
Yeah.
like 17.
Yeah, I was like
Oh,
17. So
okay.
I bet before then you were kind of still kicking it at the block, but
Yeah.
then when you moved away, I feel like we just kind of stopped kicking it for a minute,
Mm.
and then he started working overnight, and he spent years working overnight. So it was a while
Mm.
before we actually started kicking it again until the pandemic. I think that's when we
forcing
kind
it.
of started kicking it again because everything changed and
Yeah.
people stopped kicking it a lot. But this was always been like my brother, so I think we kind of just picked it back up, and we just kind of started going like hiking and shit. And at that same time, this fool bought a drone like just randomly, and that kind of became the reason we just hang out. It'd be like, let's go shoot the drone, let's go have
Yeah.
fun, because it was fun to try something. Because we always like doing activities together. We used to skate. We weren't very good, but we always like doing activities together, like
Yeah.
going to concerts. So when he bought a drone, he kind of just started shooting, and I always love editing. And a big piece of like the stuff that we do is the music aspect. I love finding the right track for a video. Like that's
Yeah.
my favorite part. So I think people kind of they kind of
It's connected.
connected
it.
to that because our first kind of big video was Amigo Swami, because that one was nostalgic and
The
because
which one?
the Amigos,
Amigos.
That's
it's
Amigos
on
right there
Jefferson and
Jefferson.
Maple,
Oh, okay.
but
okay.
it closed
Purple.
down. Pandemic wise, they kicked all the vendors out.
Oh shit.
And that was like, that's where I got my ears pierced and shit. That's where I bought my first JanSport and shit. So for us, that was memorable. And we're like, yeah, let's shoot it. And then from there, we kind of started shooting high schools because just places that we grew up that meant something to us, we just started shooting those. And yeah, it just kind of built up the following. And then eventually, I always liked documentaries. So I wanted to
Yeah,
get into
I
like,
can see
interviewing
that.
right away.
It's also funny how I feel like we all grew up in South Central, but I grew up in such a different side of South Central,
And-
which is crazy how like big South Central really is.
And I was just talking to other homies that grew up in different neighborhoods. They're like, it's funny because my favorite Chinese food is the one closest to me because I guess I just grew up eating there, you know?
Oh, I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I love that spot. That's my spot. And
Vernon Avalon.
Don't
wait,
burn me out,
I know
bro.
it's on Avalon, right?
Yeah, it's on
Okay, okay.
yeah, I love that spot. And other homies be like, it's okay
Mm-hmm.
because they grew up near another one. So I think a lot of that too, like you realize how these pockets, even though we're so close together, is still very
So
different, you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is. And okay, so you guys, I think we talked about it. Or
Yeah, he pretty much said everything, but even
Yeah.
it goes further back. You know, we met in elementary school? No,
Mm-hmm.
middle school, and we kind of formally became like friends.
Like
'cause-
proximity because we're walking the same path home.
Yeah, proximity.
like either I get jumped by this guy or
had to be friends so we walk next to each other the whole time.
That's
And I
only
think that's
way.
why, low key, because before that we weren't friends.
Yeah.
Okay, like, oh, shit,
Yeah,
what's
it's just
up?
proximity.
Yeah, so
That's
we had
funny.
mutual friends back in elementary because I moved to that elementary in like third or fourth grade.
Mm-hmm. Which
and
was
then,
what
which
elementary?
was 49th Street School.
Okay.
So I was at Wadsworth for a cool minute, and then I went to 49th Street. And then we had mutual friends, and we were neighbors. But then middle school is when we started kind of
hanging out.
noticing that we walked the same path back and from school, so that's kind of
Like that awkward, like, hi, like
Yeah.
walking together.
like fuck that foot chopping. You know?
Yeah, not for real, because this fool came in with just
You
items.
mentioned how like you guys were like low-key enemies at one point.
I took his homies, his neighbors.
Yeah.
That's a piece of it, but also like in elementary, the only reason like he became a thing was because he had a Game Shark. I don't know if you remember what a Game Shark is, but you could
Pokemon?
hack the Pokemon games.
Okay.
So everybody befriended him just to get like the Game Shark access.
Damn.
So I'm over here
funny.
like my circle that was here is moved over there, you know.
Yeah.
And same thing at the block.
gotta
Like
get with 'em.
he came to the block with the swing set, and the homies like just started kicking it over there. I'm like, damn, dog.
Damn. That's how he bought his friend.
I can't
That's why
compete.
he bought the drone.
I
to
can't
get the
compete, bro. I
friends.
can't compete with this guy.
That's funny.
That's crazy.
So then we met literally because I just wanted to be. I was like, you guys are shooting a photo shoot, and that's how we met. Just like, hey, I'm from South Central. That'd be dope to be part of.
Hell
You
yeah.
know.
And I was
And
surprised
then-
you kind of hit us up because you were the first person that asked if we needed a female model. And we're like,
Oh, really?
shit, yeah, we do.
I was just like, I was just like, hey, that sounds cool. I swear, I get into these. I don't know if you guys do. I get into these random like motivated moments,
dope.
or just moments where I'm just like, I want to be part of that, or just shoot your shot, or just like say hi to people or whatever. Like I get into those.
Yeah,
moods.
we're trying to be more like that too, because I think we're definitely very shy people. And
Shooting your shot works like 9%, like 5% out of the 100%.
nah, shooting your
Well,
shot.
I think
it's
the
higher,
opposite.
bro.
think so?
I
That's
think
much
the
higher, bro.
opposite.
Okay,
A lot of
but-
people crave
It's
connection.
literally that
But it
saying.
works, you know. If you were to not shoot your fucking shot,
Like
that's
the worst that can
0%
happen is
out of-
back where you started. Is no, you
Exactly.
don't get the
So
opportunity,
I've
or you
learned it a
don't.
lot, just
Or, like,
DMing people,
public
DMing people, and just-
Humiliation.
Yeah, no. So like I think I
Could be worse.
mentioned to you guys before, like this is kind of off topic, but like I was DMing so many businesses trying
for
to.
real?
I was through my Tapias Fuego page. I was hosting an event. Long story short, I was messaging literally every single business.
Damn.
I got a lot of no's, but it's the fact that these businesses actually replied to me that just gave me a sense of like, I don't know,
No, yeah.
some type of confidence. I'm like,
Was
hey,
it like
you
bigger
know?
businesses or like?
Yeah, like I was
local
reaching out to
small businesses?
Modelo and Pacifico, and like I was
But
reaching out
just
to
asking
brands.
will get you there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, you know what? They said no, but hey, they replied to me. So
We had a lot of rejections in person, which was kind of
that's
suck,
a
you know,
little
because
harder. Yeah.
no, that's what I'm saying. So now it's like it's so good that we went through that, because it sucked in the moment, but looking back, like it built
Yeah.
up who we are right now.
It built
Yeah.
character within us too, because now we were scared to ask people or like talk to people, but now that we got all these notes, I'm like, okay, whatever.
I'm not gonna lie,
What's the worst that can
I sent him in
happen?
most of the time.
Like the
cool.
the panel he did, he sent them in on purpose.
Hey, that was great. He did dope though.
Yeah, I heard.
Wait,
That sounds
what panel?
good.
Oh,
The
one
thing you
that
were saying on the
you
last
saw it?
podcast. No.
oh, what's up?
He talked about
You
it.
talked
Yeah,
about it
yeah,
on the
okay.
last
He's a
pod.
fan.
Yeah, okay.
I'm a
I was like, how'd you
fan.
see that?
He's all depressed. You saw that?
You're live, dude.
Oh, shit, I'm live.
That's funny.
Nah.
Well, okay, and then last thing I just want to like clarify, like high schools that we went to. I know we talked about it before, but like I'll say I went to Washington, and I know you guys said you went to Fremont.
Santee
Oh no,
and Fremont.
Fremont and
Santee and Fremont.
Santee and
Yeah,
Fremont.
I followed him to Fremont.
That's funny.
Because
So,
I had the drone. That was way
That was before that. Yeah.
so speaking of friends, I do want to ask something. See if you guys can relate to this. So okay. Because then also like I wanted to mention how like my sister had watched our previous podcast, and I feel she was saying like, oh, it looked like you guys we were kind of interviewing each other in a sense, but it's like it literally we're just getting
That-
to
it
know
was
each
that,
other.
yeah.
Like yeah, we're getting to know each other.
Sister.
Because we didn't really get to talk during the creator drop in.
Yeah.
After we did, but
Because literally the first podcast we did was like the second time we met.
Yeah,
so
for
we're
sure.
getting to know each
Literally the
other.
second time
Literally.
we
So
met.
this is like the third time we've like actually had a conversation or we're having a
Hey,
conversation.
that creator drop in, I was talking to this guy. It was one of those
This
things
guy.
where like it just happened. This guy, it just happened, and then like the next day, I forgot everything that happened. Like I just couldn't.
he blacked out.
Really?
I was so just.
I
left and
told
right,
him
left
to
and
like,
right.
dude, just
But I
handle it.
forgot what happened.
I was trying to like kind of
Overwhelmed, I
just lean back and like just kind of make sure everybody's being attended to.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And I wanted him to
You're
just
talking about the photo shoot, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
because I wanted him to like kind of try the directing and like shooting, and I think he did great. But then he told me like he blacked out.
Clock it.
He told me he blacked out. You know, it's
Really?
crazy.
Yeah, like I don't remember.
That's how I get in
most of it.
fights.
It's like, damn.
I black out. I'm just
We've
kidding.
never been in fights.
Really?
Oh, have you?
I punched a guy.
Oh
with
yeah, I
a car.
remember
Oh,
that.
really?
Yeah.
Like, this guy was bugging him.
Wait,
I was being
where? How
bullied.
old were you?
This guy was bugging him
No,
in
well,
class.
Middle school.
Well, let me tell the story.
Okay,
I
go
want to
for it.
hear.
This guy was bugging him in class. It was like one of
Uh-huh.
those where you sit behind someone and the guy behind him just kept poking him.
Literally
And
poking
and this
you?
guy just turns around and just punches him in the face.
I still have the scar because
No
it
way.
scarred me. Oh yeah.
Oh my
It scarred my
god.
Knuckles. His teeth
My
scrape his
knuckles.
knuckles.
That's funny.
This guy has some funny stories. And then remember that bee incident?
The what?
The bee.
In
The bee incident.
A bee. Okay, yeah. And then the Metro one.
Oh, that was
Wait, I want to
hilarious.
hear what's the bee incident.
We're in PE, and this guy gets a fucking V on him. And this guy goes like this and
Oh
stings himself.
my god.
It's great to have them around, to be
Oh
honest.
my god.
And then the whole metro incident, it was we were going back home from school, and the metro got packed. Like it was like really packed. So I was like the last one in.
He squeezed in, and his foot got stuck in the door. And it was like a 2 stops like that.
No way.
And I didn't say shit because I was embarrassed. I was like, I'll just wait till it opens.
Oh
But,
my
yeah.
god, did it hurt?
No, it didn't. 'Cause it has like
He blacked
rubber.
out.
bleeding
He blacked
with
out.
the
It's because he blacked out.
That's like
Oh
rubber,
my
so you don't feel it.
god.
Oh god.
See, that's crazy. Damn, I haven't been in the metro in a while.
We were actually just on the metro last week.
I saw your videos. I went
Oh,
was it when
We posted it?
no,
Yeah,
we did a
the
video
first
of the
one.
metro.
Oh no, that was another one. She's like the drone video.
Oh,
the
yeah,
drone
yeah.
video,
But we actually did one on the metro. Let me show it to you.
Oh, that's dope.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we've actually been a little busy trying to get back to like shooting again, you know, because I think we kind of fell off because all the merch stuff and the creator stuff kind of distracted us.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
we're trying to get back to it.
So are you guys like as far? Oh, you can show me later. Yeah, I feel like the first time I remember. Oh, that's dope. The first time I remember getting on the metro was
It's funny because
2005 when the May Day. Remember the May Day?
Oh,
That was the
damn.
first time I ever got on a
Yeah,
metro.
that was a big day.
I was like in what sixth grade
Did you have your white
with
tee
the
on?
protests. Yeah, I had my
okay,
white
okay.
shirt.
I didn't make it out to that.
No, I was
Nah, 'cause-
little. That's dope. I like
Because
that.
my mom was still scared, you know, because I
No, yeah, that makes sense.
wasn't born here, but still, like, I remember seeing that on TV. Like, damn,
It
I
was a
wish I was
big-
out
We
there.
were old enough to like remember that. No, we were the same age.
Fifth
So
grade.
yeah, fifth grade. I don't know. I think that was sixth grade.
05?
It was entering
grade.
sixth grade.
Yeah, then yeah.
I mean, no, it was the beginning of sixth grade. I mean,
Because our
Or-
years match.
Oh, you're right. It
It's
was
like
fifth
first
grade. 2005. You're right.
01,
No, it was
second grade, 02.
2006.
So 6th grade.
Whatever.
So
I think it was
6th
2006
grade.
because I remember. Yeah, it was 2006 because I remember.
Well, you're younger
the
than us,
school.
aren't you? So like,
No, we're the same
Oh,
age.
same age, 31.
Well,
We're
just
the same
turned 31.
grade.
Same. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but my parents were born here, so I think he felt like we have to be the ones to speak up or whatever.
Oh, did you go with your dad?
I went with my dad
Oh, that's
and my
so dope.
stepmom.
That's so
yeah.
fire.
I remember them calling off of work to go.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I remember when he's
remember
like,
that
"You're not
day.
gonna go to school," and then the next day, I remember like a long ass line of like of the app like to get your absence excuse or whatever because a bunch of people didn't go to school that day. And yeah, it was a big. I'm glad I was part of that because then I went with my dad also to the George Floyd protest.
I was at that one
2020,
too,
so
yeah.
it was cool, full circle moment.
Oh.
But I was in the, oh my bad. No, I was just gonna ask you guys as far as like friendships, do you guys feel like entering this new, I guess, what's the word? Like we're not in a typical.
This venture.
Yeah, like this venture of just
Retrograde.
social media or this entrepreneur life. Do you feel like there's been other friends who potentially maybe can't relate or understand that you've kind of like let behind or
Absolutely.
talk
And
to
I feel like
anymore?
it was hard at first because, you know, growing up with the homies, you're always poking fun at each other.
Mm-hmm.
And at first, it wasn't doing that great. It was okay. But I think, like, yeah, definitely. And especially now, like,
Like all those TikTokers right there.
yeah,
It was
I think
like
a
they
lot of
think
that
they
was
are.
self-imposed. We kind of just thought that ourselves, like, but yeah, there was a bit like from our friends, like, not understanding what we're doing and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But even like for me back then, I think when I was doing the whole solo, just kind of resale, I was lonely. But then when we integrated the whole content creation, that's when we were able to kind of reconnect
Yeah.
and then we brought in the entrepreneur part of it, where we started selling stuff and making merch and kind of trying to make money out
Yeah,
of this too.
it's dope though. I really, it's like the concept of this, like the South Central. We don't have a lot of that. I was thinking like it connects to like how Nipsey was doing like the whole Crenshaw shirt.
It-
It's
but-
like, you
no,
know,
for
it's
sure.
representing
The LA
something.
And it's
LA
definitely
dropped-
inspired from that.
For sure.
It's like LA dropped South Central. They adopted
South LA.
South LA. So
Yeah.
like I want to be the ones that
Reclaim
we
it.
take South Central.
Yeah, I feel
back.
like our generation for sure
So
still
they can
sells
have
South
South LA,
Central.
but, like, we're
yeah, we're
taking
South
South
Central.
Central back.
Yeah, no, I for sure agree. People, and then like I just feel like back then it was more like South Central. If it was talking negatively, it was like South Central. If it was talking positively, oh, South LA. There were like this. That
No,
was
for
just
sure.
South
And
LA.
I think a big piece for me is like acknowledging that even before like we started all this stuff, I kind of wouldn't want to say I'm for South Central because I
Oh,
would see the
really?
people how they would react when I would say that. They would kind of be like, "Oh shit, like he's from South Central," because I worked in spaces that it's outside of South Central, so
Corporate.
it's a little like I would be like play it safe. And I look back and I'm kind of ashamed that I was like that,
Yeah.
because it took for me to like love my community again to like for this to blow up, because
Yeah.
that's how I express how much I love my community is through the videos we make. So looking back and like realizing I was like kind of like shading that part of it away from me, like I'm like, dude, what the
Like, why
fuck,
the
like
fuck? But you didn't know any better, and I feel like your parents also not being from here, it does make a difference too. Because I feel like back then it was also very much like kind of hide that part of yourself. You have to fit in. You have
and it's
to.
part of the immigrant like mentality too.
Yeah,
like
for sure.
play it safe. Don't create like attention for yourself. Just get.
It's for
to
sure
work.
changing. Like our
sure.
generation is making.
And I think it's part of that, like
difference.
being self-aware of that and like acknowledging, like, nah, I should probably be who I am and where I'm from. And I think the page reflects that more because
Yeah.
I'm self-aware of like how I was a few years ago. You know,
And maybe that's why we're seeing more like South Central based content creators, because people are realizing like, why the fuck am I being ashamed of
Yeah.
it? Represent it. And
A lot lately, I'm
Reclaim
seeing
it.
more profiles claim South Central. You know, like born and raised in South Central. As
Yeah.
to before,
People from Watts, huh?
born and raised in like LA, but now it's
Yeah,
South
it's more
Central
like
is
LA,
becoming
yeah,
more normalized, I guess.
yeah, for sure. Normally.
but yeah, I don't know. I think we influence a lot of the culture too. People want to claim like South Central or like even like
Well,
that.
what took
So
you from Watts? You ain't from South Central. I'm just kidding. No, but like, I get you. So my dad, I feel like thankfully, I don't think I ever was like that where I was ashamed of it. If anything, I remember saying I was for South Central, waiting to see their response. Like, what you gonna say about me now?
Like you wanted to fight.
that's good.
Maybe,
You-
probably.
you're ready to
No,
fight, huh?
I could be a little confrontational. So I would like I worked I worked at Playa Vista, so a bunch of white people
very
there.
nice.
So sometimes I would say I live near Inglewood because people don't know where South Central is, or at least I thought. But then, or I'll say I'm from South Central. I live in South Central, and then if they didn't know, I'm like, oh, near Inglewood. And I would always just say that because literally I am borderline. Where I live, the last place I lived in South Central was borderline Inglewood. But anyways, but I feel like for the most part, I would say it on purpose, like to
That's
get
good.
their reaction, you know, because I'm like, I know the stigma you have with South Central. I want you to feel stupid that that's what you thought of all of us. So even recently, I think I was telling you guys, I'm not gonna say where or who I was talking to, but I was working with somebody. And whatever we're talking, respectful business person, and then he's like, "Oh, so or whatever." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm from South Central. I'm from South Central, but you talk really well." And I'm just like, "It's fucked up. I'm sorry, it's messed up, but like we're used to that, you know." And I'm like, "Yeah, a lot of us do, you know." And it's just like so that's why for me, I just feel like I would say it on purpose, but I think that
good,
comes
though.
from my dad for sure. My dad is like all about like community and like he's very much like
And
black
also
and brown
he grew up in
pride.
South Central too,
He grew
right?
up in South Central.
Yeah.
He was raised in South Central, born in LA. So my dad is very like Chicano
And he knows how I was
mindset.
before too. Like
Yeah.
Yeah, for
He's
sure.
very black and brown unity. He's very much like that. So I grew up seeing that and being around that. And thank God, because I do feel like that has,
That's
I
dope.
think for sure it's a huge impact on my business, on my new page.
and your own psyche too. Like
Yeah.
like be proud of where you're at. Don't
Be proud,
don't
not just being from
ashamed.
South Central, but being proud that I'm Latina, being proud that I'm Mexican, because there's a lot of freaking kids and people in general who just don't have that same pride anymore. Like you see all these, even now, like with all this immigration stuff going on and all these Latinas, I was like, who marry these white people or marry these white men and think all of a sudden, because, we know those people, but that's another whole
There's
conversation.
so much info being suppressed about brown people because we're like the majority now. We're almost the majority. We're
Mm-hmm. Right.
like the biggest spenders. So, I mean, we have power. So when they don't tell us that, we never know that. So
Exactly.
it's just a matter of time, just until we learn it, like self-educate ourselves that we know
Mm-hmm.
we are those people.
We control the market, dude.
control the
Yeah.
market.
But it's funny that you say going back to that, like that you said you would say you're close by Inglewood. I
Mm-hmm.
would always say I'm just by the USC area. That's how I would say to avoid saying
That's
South
funny,
Central.
but
yeah.
that's so true.
Yeah.
Because I'm literally where the last house, because I lived all throughout South Central. I even lived in Watts when I was a baby. Well, the first, but I was a baby. I don't remember. But anyways, the last house I lived on was literally like Western and then Van Ness, and then Van Ness is Inglewood. So it was borderline Inglewood. But yeah, I mean, I'm glad we're changing the narrative though.
Absolutely.
Wait, sorry, what were you gonna say?
I forgot.
No, I wanted to get into the Diddy documentary really quick though.
How far are you on that?
I
It's 4
finished
episodes
it.
out right now, isn't it? Or 3?
I think that's
It's
it though.
4.
And that's it.
It's
that's
it.
it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just 4. I need a part 2.
Really?
So,
Yeah.
I was not that crazy about it because I feel like we already know these things.
Yeah,
and,
I was gonna say that.
I'm like,
But it's cool to see it like all laid out together, like all in one just place, and also a perspective of people that were so close to him, and we didn't used to see that before. It was always rumors or
sure.
speculations or here, like how did we know this in the early 2000s? Like I remember hearing about Diddy being gay since I was a kid,
Yeah, I remember
or him
too.
liking boys or whatever. Like I've heard about that since I was a kid, but to see it all like laid out, I liked it. And you're in part 2 or
I'm
episode
on
2?
episode 2 so far, but yeah, man, I don't know. Biggie didn't deserve to die. Pobrecito,
Nobody
you know?
did. Tupac didn't deserve to die either.
Tupac
I mean, for
did
sure,
not
Tupac
deserve
didn't
to
either. But
die.
I mean, I felt bad when Biggie died because
Oh, for sure.
I was listening in the documentary saying that Biggie wanted to leave LA and like not be in LA, but like Didi made him stay.
Yeah, he didn't want to be
And-
here.
And like
Mm-hmm.
that's when he died.
I think a lot of that beef was like created, not through them. Yeah, they
wanted
didn't want to
like,
be.
I mean, he wanted
Yeah.
peace. Like he wanted to kind of work with Tupac, but whole Diddy shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, that's wild. I think well, yeah, like you said, it's just things we've already heard or things we already
Speculated, I
knew
guess you could
about.
say, yeah.
Speculated, obviously.
I guess I
but-
like it more because I was never really into rap early on.
Oh,
so,
really?
So knowing all this now, it's like, oh shit, you know, damn, I missed out on all this happening back in what 05, 06?
Early 2000s. And I was
So-
opposite.
yeah,
I grew
so,
up
like-
listening to R&B and hip
Me
hop.
too. I've had to drop off Diddy. I have to drop off Kelly. My playlist
Like,
is
they-
just going down.
They got all the hits.
I know.
No, yeah, but I just think even hearing some of the artists who've been speaking out for years, it's like, I don't know, like, how do you ignore that all these years? Not just ignoring them, but the people who were speaking out. Why are you just now speaking out about it?
It's because if you speak
The
out, they
paycheck-
shun you. At the time, they shun you. You know,
No, for sure.
They close doors for you. You know,
It just sucks that
it
like Mm-hmm.
takes for it to someone to like actually stand up. Like, unfortunately, Cassie had to go through all that and kind of
honestly,
stand
yeah,
up and
she helped
bring attention
everything
to it and
the
like, kind of
light.
bring a pause to it too, because it was just keeping going. To be honest,
She sacrificed a lot, and luckily she was still young enough to like in that and then still have a family, like, and still, you know, where she's at now. But she was 19. Like the career she could have had, I feel like she could have been as big as like,
Ashanti.
I was just gonna say that, yeah, I feel like she could have been as big as Ashanti, and even Ashanti could have been a lot bigger too if it wasn't for Ja Rule and the whole Murder Inc. thing. But that's a whole nother thing.
Ashanti just performed in my company party.
Oh really? I love
And
Ashanti.
Nelly. But I didn't go.
You didn't
Oh
go?
wow!
I thought you were gonna
I know. We did something Saturday, did we not?
go. I don't remember.
I think we did.
How's she look? She still looks good?
Huh?
She still looks good?
I didn't go.
Oh, you didn't go? You said.
Yeah.
My bad.
Hey,
Oh,
but
yeah.
that Diddy dog, that first episode was crazy. That scene, we was in the hotel with the cameraman. He's getting all the angles.
I was just like, this guy is crazy. How? What
He's
a
egotistical.
narcissist!
Yeah, it's just
like for you
ego.
to just let me put on my
When you
own
have that much power,
documentary.
you're not used to people taking you down like
Yeah.
that. So it's crazy.
Not just that, but you're not used to having someone in your corner telling you when you're doing something that you shouldn't be doing. Like I'm sure no one told him that was a bad
no
idea.
one's gonna tell Diddy.
Who's
something
gonna tell
like-
him?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
that. Like the fact that you can't even like you haven't even raised your kids to take over your empire. Like what are your kids gonna do? Maybe the daughters, maybe, but his sons, freaking useless. They ain't doing nothing. What are they doing?
For sure.
Putting out a whack ass rap album.
I don't know.
Sorry. But speaking of Diddy and 50, okay, so have you guys ever done or been or obviously
Whoa,
everyone
whoa.
No,
I
no,
know,
it's like,
where is this
Wait,
going?
no,
What the
no.
hell?
Obviously, people are like, I guess giving props to 50 for being like so petty or whatever. So the pettiness, I was gonna ask you guys, what's something petty y'all have done to either like a friend or a person or whatever?
I don't recall. I'm not
Confrontational?
confrontational, so I'm like, if it happens,
Damn,
it
this is
happens, like,
boring.
whatever. Yeah,
I'm a little petty,
I'm
but I like
that.
to drag it out. And I don't
Yeah.
like to like be petty up front. I like to like be petty like in the long run. Like I don't know,
Like 50?
kind of. I guess
Yeah,
kind
be
of.
careful with
Yeah.
this guy.
Yeah.
I like to be creative with my pettiness. You know.
Damn, I need to be more like that.
What's an example? of
No,
a
not
petty-
really. I wouldn't say it's petty, but I always treat people the way they treat me.
Okay.
It's always like a
Yeah.
mirror. Like, and sometimes you could say that's petty. Like if someone disrespect me, I might disrespect them back too. You know, I just like it's like a mirror.
I feel you. I think I'm the same way. I think gotta have your own damn
Stand your ground.
stand your ground. Exactly.
But I do think I have like a way with words. So sometimes with words I can hurt people.
Like, hold on, let me text you what I gotta say.
Sometimes my best stuff comes out through text. You know,
Seriously, you're a writer or something? You
Yeah.
like writing poetry?
music's always been my
Music?
shit.
He's a
Oh.
rapper too.
I tried.
Oh, really?
Yeah, of course.
Wasn't your
I'm a guy
thing?
from LA.
He's a poet.
For
he's a
real?
rapper,
I
he's
tried
a
doing
barber.
haircuts. I tried barbering. I'm gonna try tattoo
Same.
next. I'm from LA. I gotta try them
I'm
all.
just from LA. I'm just trying
I
to
gotta try them all. Just an LA boy.
No, seriously, I feel like for real, when you're from LA, you just
You skate,
you figure it out.
You
just do
rap. You try
something.
rap. Did you try rap?
No.
Yeah, we have a song together. We have a song
I already
together,
hear
bro.
that. Let it be the intro to this.
We cut. I was really into
funny.
music,
Really?
and I loved like I think
Covers.
what I love more is like the mixing and the recording process. So I always wanted to. I always spent time recording and like just making stuff because that's what I like. I didn't necessarily want to be a rapper, but I was rapping just to make music because I wanted to make music. So when I first started like making music, I had like this customer service like mic, like the headphones. I was
Britney
using
Spears?
I was using that,
The Britney Spears.
and then I figured out how to work auto tune. And
it was over.
I was just downloading the instrumentals, and we covered "Boyfriend" by Justin Bieber. It's up there on the internet.
Because there was this one time where emo the emo fucking
Era?
80s
Uh-huh.
had covered that song too, so like we covered it too.
Like that version
there's
of
like
it.
an emo version of the song
Boyfriend?
Boyfriend.
I gotta hear this.
Yeah,
you guys have it
it's on the
somewhere?
internet. It's public
Yeah. Is it?
information. Yeah,
Oh,
You posted
he
it
likes
on the
the
internet?
press.
I
He's
posted
like,
it when we made it, bro.
Oh, it's on
still
SoundCloud somewhere.
No,
Oh
it's on
my
SoundCloud.
God, I gotta hear
It's on one
this.
of those platforms.
Yeah, it's one of
Bandcamp.
those. Okay,
Bandcamp?
Yeah, Bandcamp.
I didn't even heard of that.
No, but he has pretty
Sing a
dope
snippet.
beats.
Sing a snippet.
That's dope.
Sing a snippet. No, but he has some pretty dope beats. I have his beats uploaded on YouTube, so check those out.
Say what I need a
whenever.
beat. He's your guy.
I wish I still had time for that
Yeah.
because it takes time, and I do want to get back to making music just because I like it, you know,
Yeah.
and I just don't find time for it.
No, yeah, I have a passion for music too. To me, when I was a kid, like I was gonna be a singer. I don't know if I was the best singer, but I just wanted to be a singer.
I wish I could sing.
Because I just loved music too. Like Ashanti was my favorite artist at the time. I was early 2000s.
Usher, man.
Usher. I love Usher.
I love Usher, man.
I've seen him twice. I just love Usher.
He's posted on a good performance, no?
No, yeah, he's really, really. I will watch him 100 times
That
more.
Confessions album is my shit.
My favorite. So I actually write poetry too. So at one point I did want to convert like my poetry into music, and there was a period where like I was doing it, and I'll find beats and I'll try to make it into a song. And I have some stuff recorded, but it's not good. It's just things that I like.
Next
But-
episode, we're doing a freestyle.
We're gonna
You should bring it. I
freestyle.
want to hear it.
I think I have it on my phone, but
We'll share after.
no,
after
I
this.
probably won't show you guys.
We'll do a freestyle like eventually. That'd be dope.
That'd be cool.
Just fun.
Yeah, just for fun.
Yeah.
And speaking of which, like one of the things on my bucket list that I've never done and I've always said I was gonna do is go to an open mic, either do poetry or sing or something.
There's a few local ones in South Central, so whenever you want to.
I'm gonna start some.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna help.
I always
start
wanted to
some.
do that too because I wrote poetry too during like
Mm-hmm.
my elementary and like middle school. Like that was my thing. That was how I started writing because I just love writing. I love
Yeah.
words and shit. So I always wanted to do open mic. I never did it.
Yeah.
They used to do it at the last bookstore. At the last bookstore, they used to do open
Yeah.
mics, and I used to go, but I never signed up.
Oh, you just watched.
But now I want to do stand up.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what I want to do. I want
You
to
just
try
want
it.
barber? No, tattoo artist.
Yeah,
just get everything
everything.
off the list. Might as well.
I feel like stand up's good to like build character for yourself too, because you're in front of people, you're forced
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
to talk, and you get
Yeah.
better at just talking. I just want to try that.
I feel it. Yeah, so that's one thing on my bucket list is doing an open mic thing. I haven't like
What would you
Open mic?
recite? Poetry?
probably
As in-
poetry.
Yeah. Is it poetry or like singing?
Probably poetry.
Poetry, okay.
I mean, in high school, I used to be in a poetry club, and then there was this one group called, I'm not sure if you guys had it. It was called No Haters Here. It was like this I don't even remember the concept of it. But point is, there was occasional moments that they did open mics like during lunch or something. So I used to do the open mics in school. And then one time I recited a poem in the auditorium, actually.
Oh, that's dope.
Like in school.
That takes a lot of guts.
Yeah. I just forgot about that. So I did that like maybe 3 or 4 times throughout high school where I recited a poem.
It sucks because when I wrote poetry, I was emo at the time.
Oh, so fuck, like slitting your
emo
wrists and
poetry.
stuff.
It fucking sucks.
Slit your wrist.
I look back at it, I'm like, damn, what the fuck? Why the fuck I thought I was going through like the worst part of like life? I'm
We're
like, bro, I was
teenager.
a
We
kid.
all
What the hell,
did.
bro? Like,
We
just wait till you
all
get a
did.
job, bro.
For real. You're a teenager or a preteen. That's
Yeah,
the
we
hardest
were
time.
really into like emo music at the time, so a lot of that reflects that, that moment
Yeah.
of time.
That's crazy.
Because it was very popular with those singers back then, so like they had a lot of poetry
Yeah.
too. So
No,
it
yeah.
was one of his faces.
But I still like writing. Like every now and then, I'll write.
I journal, but I want to get back to writing poetry. Like you just have to get into that artistic mood. And I think sometimes I prevent myself from getting into that space because then I get like deep into it and then I get into like my emotional phase. And like sometimes I don't feel like dealing with that. So I'm just like, I'll wait till later and I'll push it off and I'll push it off. But like when I get deep, like I get really deep into it. But yeah, maybe that's
Did you
my
ever write
next
a poem or
project.
not?
For
You just
school,
said roses
for a
are red,
class, but,
didn't you
that's
hear?
about it. I never really wrote a poem.
Do you feel like you've ever fulfilled anything creatively, like growing up?
Damn. Wait, are you asking him?
I'm trying to ask him. 'Cause I don't remember.
Many ways
Are you
of being
even creative?
Yeah, bro.
No, I'm trying to ask
You have
him.
talent.
Because now that I think about it, I'm like, I've never seen him like do something with passion.
I was more.
He got a drone, didn't you hear?
But
I was more in like into
Gaming?
the business side of it.
Gaming?
So, like,
Yeah.
and what?
Gaming.
gaming.
Yeah, you're probably a gamer.
But like selling stuff, finding new things to do. I was always
Yeah.
like,
Talking about
hustling. I was always
teenage, bro.
hustling.
What were you into? I forgot.
Teen, just gaming. That was hardcore gaming.
Yeah, I
That's
remember.
about
Gamer.
it.
Well, now
Yeah.
your daughter, she's like a streamer, no?
Yeah.
How's she doing with that?
She hasn't done it ever
Oh
since.
no, she got out.
It was a one-time thing.
She got out her
Yeah, it
system.
was a
That's
one-time
good.
thing. But creativity, damn, nothing in high school, like middle school, that you would say will be like, writing or like singing like you guys. But I was just gaming.
Yeah, that's
But I feel like that helped them, like with
Yeah.
the drone stuff. It's control, like.
But I feel like that's why you guys
No, for
make
sure,
a
we
good
click because of
pair,
that.
because you guys are so opposites.
For
and
sure.
sometimes it balances
He
in a
he,
good way.
he he kills the business stuff. I could not kill it like he does
yeah,
it. Like he
you're the arts. You're behind
for
the arts.
sure.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
I
feel you.
can't deal, not deal, but like
And-
client relations. That's client relations.
Yeah, see, I need like that.
And I can't even like
balance.
fathom like all the likes and comments on the page. He has his notifications on.
Oh, really?
They're not on.
That's insane, dude.
Wait, so you're usually the one on the page?
I don't
on the
I don't
Instagram.
want no part of it.
Oh, really?
Overwhelming.
Damn.
Yeah,
Too
for real.
much.
It's too much for me.
I feel like I feel you, but then there's times where because I run my page and I run my business page. I've been very like low key on my business page for the past couple months now, but then I also do other social media accounts.
Yeah.
So I feel you, like it is overwhelming. Like I recently went viral on one of the social media pages that I run. And I was just like, damn, I forgot what this felt like. I haven't gone viral in a while, and it was just like 500,000 views, which is like not crazy, but it's the most I've had in a while.
It's a lot.
I know, we're so ungrateful. Like
No, for sure.
500,000
That's a lot.
views.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but just getting all the notifications and it
How
was
do you
cool.
manage doing all those pages at once? Do you have like Monday, Tuesdays, like one or two accounts, Wednesday, Thursdays, another two accounts?
I would love
or-
to be that creative
you
or
do
like
it?
not creative, organized. But I think the way I work is like I have like a goal for the week, right? So I'll say, okay, for this week, I want to post X, Y, and Z for this page, X, Y, and Z for this page. And then I'll have a vision of what I want to post, like if it's a reel. And then I'll just find time throughout my day. I don't know how to explain it. It just kind of goes week by week. I try my best to plan my weeks ahead. Like on Sundays, I'll plan for like the upcoming week. And sometimes that works, but then I don't want to sound like, I don't know, like cliche maybe, but as a woman, like our hormones change so much that our moods change so much. So I kind of try to structure my schedule based off like my moods. So I can't say like this week I want to do this and that, because there's weeks where I'm so freaking productive and I want to do this and that, and I have ideas for this and I write it down and I'm so active. And then I'll have a week where I just crash, and it's usually the menstrual week where I'm just like, I don't want to do anything this week. I just want to chill. And it's like I'm depressed, I'm sad, and it's just like I have to take that into consideration when it comes to like my creativity. And then on top of that, being a creative person, you already have those mood swings to begin with. So I just think I'm learning to just let it kind of come as it goes.
That's crazy because I go through all that, but I don't have a period.
I was gonna say what?
Like, our only
Because
schedule, is whenever I get stuff out.
But that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. Like you already have that as an artistic person,
I
right?
think more
Because I think
times,
artistic people just have that.
more times than not, is perfectionism.
That's
I'm trying to
true. Mm-hmm.
wait till I'm inspired or something, and that's just, I think it's just pushing it away to another day because I'm like, no, I'm not feeling it. I don't think if I do it, it's not gonna be as good.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of times it's just not wanting to create in that moment because you're not feeling it. But it's just also like,
It's all in our head.
yeah, it's perfectionism.
It's perfectionism, yeah, and it's good to have a little bit of that, and it's also good to just like let go, because then those videos or that project ends up freaking being good, and you're like, damn, I barely even put
this
effort.
guy knows like when we do something new and challenging, I so want to get it out. I want to like work on it right away because
Yeah.
I'm trying something I've never done before. When it gets a little repetitive, I'm kind of like whatever about it. And I push those to the back burner. But yeah, I think it's just that mentality of always want to be challenged, and sometimes it's just not there, and I just want to push something off. And
I feel you. Yeah. And I do both, like the creative side and like the business side, I guess. So yeah, I could overwhelm myself sometimes. But I think also like I've just learned to just kind of handle stress differently now, where I'm just like,
do you often
whatever.
interact with like comments and like replying shits or no?
yeah, like
You're gonna have to.
I
right?
have
When
to help the algorithm.
when you're building a page. You're gonna have to.
so like on the businesses that I work for, I'll comment obviously just like positive comments. When there's-
Selectively or like,
it
Selectively,
depends.
in
It
a way.
depends. Like if I guess selectively I'll comment. And then like on my personal, like I haven't gotten like ugly comments in a while, but there'll be a few videos that will like pop off, and I'll get these like hate comments or whatever. And like this ain't my business page. I'm gonna talk shit, so then I'll get petty in the
That's
comments.
good, yeah.
So then, but it'll help my algorithm at the end of the day. So yeah, hate comments, keep them coming. It helps.
Keep 'em coming.
It helps.
Yeah, I try not to read comments no more. I'm not whatever about it. Unless it's a
You
heartfelt
do,
story.
you do. Shut up.
When it's a heartfelt story, like the most recent video we did,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I like to read the comments. When it's something like the photo shoot, I haven't really gone any of those
What photo
comments.
shoot?
Oh,
Oh,
the
The
recent
creator drop
photo
in.
shoot.
I haven't really looked at it.
Yeah, that was popping.
I look at the stuff that I feel like it's heartwarming, or I feel like it's gonna get a lot of love, especially when the love's directed towards the people in the video.
Mm-hmm.
Like the recent story we did, like that one I've been reading because it just makes me feel good that
Yeah.
the family's getting the love they deserve. You know.
Yeah, and it's also motivating just to like keep going, just keep doing what you're doing. Cause I do get comments, like I do get a lot of positive things. For the most part, I get a lot of positive, and it's always like strangers. You know, it's always
It's always the strangers.
It's always the
It's not
strangers,
people that are
and it
close
makes
to
me
you.
sad. Like it makes
Yeah.
me sad, but I'm also like, it sucks. Like when I was talking with my dad earlier, I feel like my dad has experienced a lot of what I feel like I'm experiencing now, as far as like, kind of, like my dad again. Like he grew up in South Central. He grew up kind of like in the street in a way, like not in a gang, but he grew up around like gang affiliated people. I guess I would
Yeah,
say.
for sure.
So I think my dad, he was one of the only ones in his like friend group to do something different. So I think he in a way feels like he either outgrew a lot of his friends or just can't relate to a lot of his friends. So I think sometimes I can feel like I'm going through that. So seeing some of the stuff that my dad learned at like 40 years old or 50 years old, I'm glad that I was able to see it, because now I know how to do things differently, where I'm like, you can't expect you out of other people, or you can't or you can't even just like caring for somebody, you have to do it because you want to care for them.
Yeah.
You can't expect that same,
Some for sure.
but then you also know how to you also need to know how to put up boundaries and know when to step back and things like that. So luckily, like, because of my dad's situation or situations, I was able to at an earlier age know how to like
Kind of adapt to it.
Yeah.
Because I feel like also for us, like we get a lot of love from people that we're just meeting, people that don't know us.
Mm-hmm.
But even like some of our own homies, like, yeah, we joke around, we joke with each other all the time. But some
Mm-hmm.
of those jokes that they were directed at us because of the stuff we're doing was kind of snarky, and I'd be like,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like there's more. I feel like there's more there than just a joke. We joke around, but sometimes that hurt. That your own friends are like that. They see
Yeah.
it and they see you getting attention, and it's almost like, yeah, I don't know, poke fun at it.
Yeah. No, and at the end of the day, like, you guys should be glad that you guys at least have each other. And I think that's one thing that I'm learning too, is like, I mean, I don't want to sound like putting genders in it or whatever, but I do
No, for
think
sure.
I think it can be harder for women because women, on top of just finding your avenue with careers or whatever, on top of that, I feel like motherhood can look differently than fatherhood a lot of times. So it's like, when you're a mom, obviously your life changes drastically, and a lot of times that requires you to just have a different friendship with your friends, right? So I feel like I forgot my point.
Difference between
Because you were saying that like the snarky comments or whatever. I just learned how to like, once you get older too, like not just having each other, but I'm sure that as you get older, you start to develop new friendships, and then you start to have these friendships with people who are genuinely happy with their lives or genuinely doing something that they're passionate over or whatever. And then you start to realize that like I can't hate on you, you can't hate on me, because you're doing what you love and I'm doing what I love.
Absolutely.
And it's like, and then that's also part of just life and growing up,
sure.
but specifically like in this type of industry or this type of like career or whatever, or avenue, whatever that we're doing. So yeah, like I just feel like that. I just be like, damn. So those type of people who make those type of comments, like, a stranger's gonna support me more, and that's cool.
And that's crazy because we grew up joking, so they can say that and kind of get away with like, oh, I'm just playing, bro. Like, but you can tell it's
You can
deeper
tell
than
when
that.
it's
And
deeper.
you realize like, damn, I think those friendships are not always so beneficial, because sure, we joke
Bring
around,
you
we have
down.
fun, like we joke a lot, me and him. But also, I would never disrespect him. I would
Right.
never disrespect this
Yeah,
guy. If
yeah,
I ever
yeah.
did, for my fault. It was not on purpose.
He's like, speaking of which,
Yeah, speaking of which, I might have. That's funny because
yeah.
you're talking about that when you do show love, like you don't have no expectations back. It reminds me, like, I went through like last year or this year, like a 2 month period, my window kept getting cracked. My car
No
window,
way.
like twice in like the same 2 weeks, and I was like so pissed off. I'm like, and I just thought of something. I'm like, I think the hood will never love you back as much as you love it.
That's true.
And I feel like it applies to a lot of things. So that's something that I've been thinking about since that happened. Like, yeah, I could love the hood as much as I want, but it's never gonna return that same love, you know?
In certain ways, at least. And I think it's the people in it that at the end of the day is that what you love, you know? Like, you go to the corner store and you get this certain feeling with the señora there. You get a certain feeling when you have the friends you grew up with. I think that's what I love about,
For sure.
you know, the community or my
Some of our favorite places are mostly the relationships.
the memories that stayed there, you know, because even when I think back, like when I think about like South Central, when I think about growing up, I think about places that I went to. I think what makes me hold on to those places are the memories I have with them, right? So I think and it's true. Like, it's not gonna love you back, but at the same time, like, it doesn't make me not want to represent it or
No, for sure.
you know.
Hell yeah.
And I
Yeah.
think that's what.
And that's what I learned to accept. Like, sure, I'm gonna love the hood until the day I die. It might not love me back the same way I loved
Right.
it, but I'm gonna keep loving it, you know?
I feel you,
Some South Central love.
Marvin.
Hey, let's talk about lunch tickets. Why is this called the lunch,
Lunch
ticket pod?
ticket.
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny?
You were saying that you guys didn't have lunch tickets in your part of the school
In high
district,
school.
right?
So in high school, we did this thing where they were like, if we submit X amount of applications,
remember
we
that.
won't need
Yeah.
to have the actual lunch ticket.
Yeah.
So they were like very pushing everybody to submit the applications. And I remember it was like a big deal. Like, all right, we got to submit the
remember that
applications.
too.
So that year, like that next few years, we didn't have any lunch tickets.
That because that actually means everybody's poor. That's what that means.
Yeah.
Because what they're trying to do is the reason lunch tickets exist was because some kids can't afford lunch. So
They
they,
have
give
to prove.
so they give lunch tickets to like the low income. But if enough people submit, like the whole school, they'd be like, why? It's just not printed over paper. Everybody's like low income. Everybody just
That's
gets free lunch.
crazy when you think about it like that.
But it was funny. I had a homie yesterday when we were talking about lunch tickets because I was telling him about the pod. Damn, did y'all ever get your lunch ticket stapled on your shirt?
No, I got
fuck?
not
Nah.
stapled. I had a safety pin.
So you won't lose it.
But
That's
I
like
saw
a first
kids with
grader. They would
that.
fucking staple it.
Yeah,
and we're
I
like,
saw
damn, fool, we're that
Pick
bad.
you up too, though.
That is sad though. How like
It
you lose
is.
your ticket
You
and
think
then
about
you
it.
go
If you
eat.
think about it, now I'm like,
That's
damn, I
messed
wasn't
up.
responsible as fuck.
Staple it to your forehead. God damn.
But there was kids like that, huh? They would get their shit stapled on
Yeah,
their shirt.
yeah, I remember that. Fucking
That's-
holes all over their
that's
shirt.
crazy, bro.
No, I remember having the safety pin thing because I would lose my ticket sometimes. I'm like, I'm fucking clumsy. Or I'll put it in my pocket, staple it in my pocket. Not stapled, safety pinned.
No, for sure. Those days that you do lose your tickets was one of those
That
days that
sucks.
is just
Just
like,
a
you
horrible
watch
day.
People eat, you just watch people
Yes.
drink their.
Nah, you're crazy.
No, I would act like I wasn't
Bring
hungry.
flashbacks.
I wasn't crazy about. I would miss sometimes breakfast, lunch. I wasn't crazy about.
Yeah,
it.
no, same. I mean,
would
I told you
love-
I weighed like 50 pounds till I
This
was
guy,
like.
this guy could never miss lunch.
I love everything they have.
Really?
Almost everything they have.
He's like,
to be
let's talk
honest.
about the
Yeah,
food.
I used to get double milk, double everything if I could.
That's crazy,
I
bro.
I
can't.
take people's lunch ticket if they gave
That's
it to me.
crazy.
Dang,
I
no.
like it, to be honest. I'm not a picky eater.
He still
so,
goes
like,
to eat there.
No, I mean I'm not a picky eater. So when they're bringing
Yeah.
out burgers, you know, I'm a double stack it.
He's still thinking
If the
about
homie's eating his chalupa, you know, fucking scoot it over.
Yeah.
But
This guy befriended the lunch lady.
she's the homie.
Any leftovers?
I have her on Facebook.
I remember when I was little, my dad, I guess I used to take lunch to school actually.
Oh,
now that I think
shit.
about it.
I never had that.
Damn.
Only for a little bit. And it's so
Fancy.
crazy when I think about it because my dad gave me a lunchbox that he wrote my name like in pretty cursive, but my middle name is Suhey, right? So my middle name
What
is
is it?
Suhey.
Spell it.
Exactly.
S-U-H-E-Y?
No, it's actually spelled Sudhey. So it's technically like Sudhey, but I've never pronounced the D. I always just say Suhey. So point is, that's like a Spanish name. And I had nothing but black friends when I was in elementary school. So you know how like there's some people with Spanish names that are like ashamed or embarrassed around white people to say
Yeah.
their name in English. I mean, in Spanish. That's how I was with my black friends. Not that they ever made me feel ashamed about it, but something about it was like, but they're going to see my lunchbox and they're going to see that my name is like, you know, Suhey and then Tapia. So then I was like, I remember not wanting to take my lunchbox to school. So I remember like one of the only times I took lunch. Maybe like the first time I would like be low key about it. The second time I didn't even take it out of my backpack. I was gonna just leave it in my backpack. I left it. I left my sandwich in that lunchbox for like ever until my mom was. I guess she like either smelled something or I don't know
shit!
what.
Past the day?
Literally, this was like.
I was gonna say like
weeks
it's a few hours,
later.
it would have tasted bomb. 'cause the
No, it
sandwich
was
in the
like
box after a
weeks.
few hours. That's the best sandwich.
Doggy
That's the best
sometimes.
sandwich,
Really?
bro. Oh hell
It's
yeah!
warm.
It's warm.
Pretty good.
I don't know,
mind.
but
The
yeah,
cheese
it
gets
was
hot.
fucking moldy.
That's
it was,
crazy, dude.
Because that's how embarrassed I was to take it out of my backpack, and I'll just leave it in there. And then I never took the lunchbox back. And I'm like, it's so sad to me because looking back, I'm like, I wish I could find
They
that
were preparing you
lunchbox.
lunch and
Yeah.
that's dope.
Yeah. It was only like 2 days though, and then I just started eating. I mean, but I wouldn't really eat all the time either. I would eat
wasn't
like
crazy about it. I would skip
occasionally.
if I didn't like what they were serving.
The coffee cakes for sure.
For sure.
I was running to the lunch line.
I didn't even like the cereals though, to
like
be
Eureka.
honest.
He didn't even take a notebook or a pencil to
I know
school.
you love the cereals. I wasn't crazy about the
Yeah,
cereals.
with chocolate.
The
on it. I was like,
cereals?
whatever. God.
Yeah.
I never got to school that early to
Wait,
eat the
why do
breakfast.
they call it lunch chicken if you guys don't like the fucking lunch? I'm the only one that likes the lunch chicken.
I relate
Because
to
that's
it.
what
I know
we
it's funny.
connected to and going to school at LAUSD.
Free lunch
and
program.
you know, free lunch
Yeah.
program kids. That's what it was.
Chocolate milk or what else? The
like the white
apple
milk,
juice,
I'm not gonna lie.
The rare.
Hey, well, the
orange
Breakfast
juice.
Club morning show don't have breakfast on their show,
No, I was gonna say like it makes sense when we think about names for something, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
but I think the only thing I ate were the chicken nuggets, the chicken sandwiches,
Chicken sandwiches were the best.
the best,
I'm not gonna
right?
lie.
They were.
And I think that's it. I think in high school they gave us wings, so I would eat
I was
the
never
wings.
crazy about the wings. They're okay.
They're
They were
good.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That I was okay.
I never
about
liked the
it.
lasagna.
I don't
I
remember
loved
the
it,
oh the
dude.
calzones. Remember
love
the
the calzones.
calzones?
Dude, I
So
found a
fire.
spot. We found a spot
Yeah, that
right there
still
on,
sells
on,
them.
on Long Beach, right? That
Yeah,
used to
Oh,
have
by
the
really?
Alameda.
Calzones.
By the Alameda.
Does Homeboy
Yeah.
Industries sell them? Do you
I'm
know?
not sure.
Because I know they sell like a bunch of LAUSD.
Ah.
We didn't try them though,
pastries.
huh?
Where?
The chalupas.
No,
Chalupas?
I mean the
Calzones?
calzones. We didn't try them there. We just saw that they
We
sell
used to
them.
call them calzones.
we saw this one place that sells them by Long Beach, and
We didn't try them though. Huh?
we did. We went a few times.
but like
once
they
or twice.
promote it as LAUSD.
No, they just.
Oh, it's just
the
calzones.
calzone, yeah.
Calzone.
We gotta go try it. Fool. I don't remember trying it.
I'm not sure if it's still there, to be honest. I was
Hey, let's do a pod there.
years ago.
Yeah,
Yeah,
let's do it.
that was like years ago.
That'd be
like,
I know,
fun.
but we
like
should
half
go
a
check.
decade
It's probably not
pre-
there no more because I would have
pre-
seen it.
Yeah, I haven't
I think
heard
I've been
about it
down Long
either.
Beach.
It's usually the spot that sell pizza, like those
But that's
those-
that's like a small
pizza
that's like a small street too though. So maybe we can check
Yeah, hopefully they're
What's a
still
small
there.
street?
Long Beach where it's at.
Oh,
we
It's
saw
like
it.
next to that Metro Rail.
Yeah, it's like a one way.
Yeah, it took
Yeah.
one way. It's like in,
in
the
South
corner.
Central?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, I don't know.
yeah. It's like low key, very small, very deep in there.
Yeah, no, I grew up on the other side. So I went to Manchester Elementary, literally on Manchester and I don't know the other street, but Manchester and Hoover. Then I went to Bret Hart and then Washington.
That's
so
crazy how close we are, but I don't really know that neighborhood.
yeah,
like
we're
that.
so different.
Exactly.
So
Like I know it
different.
now, but growing up, like it was always new to me. You know, it would be from South Central to HP to the Callejones, and that was about it. Or
Yeah, this
McCarthy-
is for sure more like a Hispanic side,
Yeah.
Latino side
For
of
sure.
South Central.
Yeah.
I grew up on more on the black side of
sure.
South Central. For sure. I mean, yeah, I didn't have a Latina friend until middle school.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I swear, like all my friends, my first boyfriend, all black. Like I didn't have any Latina friends, and not because I think you know what I made the connection about it. I think it was because my parents were born in LA, so my first language was technically English. So I feel like growing up, most people's first language is Spanish. So I think that was like a
for sure. But I
language
also think
barrier.
your parents in the era they grew up with, it was still predominantly more black.
yeah,
Especially,
yeah, that's true.
I think the area that I'm in is more like Latino now, but it's been like 30 years. Before that, it was also more black too, and they just kind of been moving like towards Inglewood and like Compton.
That's true.
Yeah, I think your parents grew up also like more
Yeah.
like with black people.
Yeah, for sure. Like my mom's best friends too were black. My dad's best friends were black. Yeah, so but I didn't see anything like not to say like I don't see color, but I just didn't
No,
see
'cause you don't.
anything in the
Growing up in the hood, like that's
it's
normal.
just
like-
different. Like I remember my neighbor when I was in elementary school, my neighbor, well, she was across the street from me. That was my first time playing with black Barbies. And to her, she wanted to play with my white or Latina Barbies. So we just would like play Barbies with each other. And yeah, like it wasn't until middle school where I feel like people started,
I think
like the race wars and shit.
during
It was
the
so
riots
dumb.
and stuff. I think
Yeah.
Jefferson High School kind of started the riots, and they kind of picked up at other schools. You
And
know,
our
because
dumbasses trying to follow.
yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah.
We had some in middle school too, but I was never involved
He's like, I was the one hiding.
for sure.
He was in the corner.
He was in the restroom.
It's funny. I actually have a funny story about that because I was like, I was with the girl at the time in middle school.
Walking
And-
Girl in
behind
middle
her.
school?
And the lines are developing, like the black side's over there and the Mexicans are on this
shit.
side. And we're just curious. We just want to see. And we're like walking up to the front, and from the Moreno side, they throw a bottle, like a ice bottle. You remember how they used to put the water bottles in?
They used to
Yeah.
freeze
Dude,
them.
that shit hits me, bro.
With the girl.
I'm just trying to be nosy, right?
Did you
It
get-
hits me, so everybody's looking at me like I gotta act now. I gotta be the
Oh,
one to like do
damn.
something.
You
And I'm
can't-
like, dude. And I just kind of stepped, and like everybody just like ran up. I just kind of backed up.
The girl looking at you like, what you about to do?
Yeah, sure. I'm like, oh, let's go. Let's fucking dip. We should go. The bell rang, dude.
Thank God.
But I remember that kind of like instigated the whole thing. But
That's
I was just kind of like,
crazy.
I was
Instigated.
bystander. I was a bystander.
I low-key started a riot in high school.
Oh shit.
This is crazy. I don't think people know this. So I'll tell you guys the short story long. I remember I was at the cafeteria. Our cafeteria was like outdoor, so like it has just like a big old
Like umbrella.
yeah, I guess. So whatever. I'm standing in the cafeteria line and I feel like some water fall on me. So I turn around.
Oh, you thought someone did
So
something
I
to
turned
you?
around, I was like talking, did you just throw water at me? And the guy, I had no idea who he was, but apparently he's like some gangster ass guy, right? He's like, what the, like, who fuck, like, he's talking shit to me. So he's like, anybody throw water at you? I was like, I know it was you, whatever, because he was laughing. So to this day, I really don't know if he threw the water. Point is, he sends his homegirls to like, no, he sends some girl start talking shit to me or something. I don't remember how it happened. That part's kind of blurry. But all I remember was that he got in my face. Before he called his friends, actually, he got in my face. But my guy friend started like, hey, like back up, whatever. It's not that big of a deal, whatever. And then point is, they start fighting. But when they start fighting, it's my Latino friends. Actually, he was a black friend, but he was mixed. So he looked more Latino, I guess. And they start fighting. And then somehow it just became like blacks and Latinos and like the skaters. And it was just like, yeah, the
Damn.
skaters even got involved. The rockers, yeah, people.
That's when you know got
got
serious when the
involved.
rockers get involved.
No, and then the whole
That's the whole
time
school.
he had already called his girlfriends to like look for me. So the whole time they're looking for me. There's like at this point, I'm not lying. Like the whole cafeteria literally felt like in that scene from Mean Girls when like everybody's fighting. That's what it was like. And I'm like, wait, did this just happen because of me? Like I don't even remember. Like, yeah. So then whatever, we leave. And then like literally the school had to get shut down. Like everybody was on lockdown. At the end, we finally went home. I remember some girls like, "Oh, that's her." I'm like, "Oh shit, I'm about to get jumped," but nothing ever happened. But
And all
That's
because
good.
the bird peed on you.
and honestly, it might have been from the
but
ceiling
you
of
don't
the
know.
thing.
Yeah,
I
it was
really
a
don't
bird.
know. It could have
What
been.
was it? A lot of water?
It was just like somebody just went like that. And at first I was like, what the, and I think it happened like twice where I'm just like, okay, that was funny, haha. But then like you're doing it again. So then I was a little hothead. So then I'm like, the fuck, you just throwing water at me? Whatever. So yeah, the whole time I don't know.
That makes
for
me feel
sure.
better because I've always suppressed my story about that fight. I just didn't want to
the
be
water
the
bottle.
cause to that. So it makes me
Yeah.
feel better that you have an experience like that too.
No, yeah, I actually started one.
I would have just put
kind
my
of.
hoodie on, pretend I
And
didn't
zipped
feel
it up?
nothing. Yeah, like
Yeah, I would have like, oh shit, fuck, I guess it's raining.
You're right.
Bright and sunny.
It's in the start. It was literally in June. Last days of school.
That's funny.
Yeah, no, yeah, that was. But I got into a few fights, but not like nothing crazy. I think just
I've been in fights
Cool.
accidentally.
let me hear
Just
one.
a bystander, dude. Just a
Someone
bystander.
throwing a water bottle at you.
I swear to God, I remember there was this new kid in school in elementary.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when someone's new, they're always bullying him. You know, and I always befriended the new kids. I don't know why I always
Same.
befriending
Mm-hmm.
the new kids because I feel like when I see someone that's kind of shy and like introvert, because I almost saw that, I try to just make up for that
Mm-hmm.
and also like just step up.
Yeah.
But yeah, there was this kid. He moved from like Utah or something, and then they kind of formed a circle around him in recess, and they're just kind of like messing with them. And I'm kind of just like, ah, dude, leave him alone. He starts crying, so he's not even seeing, and he just starts throwing punches.
And he is.
He kind of like hits me, but he hits me right when the principal's coming up, so they think it's us fighting. And they take me into the office. They kind of
No
like the kid
way.
didn't know. He thought he wasn't sure if I was being a part of it or nothing because I was just in the circle and
yeah.
he was just throwing punches. So yeah, I got suspended and shit. I'm like, bro.
No way.
And my teacher, who wasn't there, she
Dang.
was like championing me, like, no, he didn't do it. Like, were
Yeah.
you there? And they're like, nah, but I know him. Like, dude, he's a fucking fight ass kid.
He's a
He doesn't-
square.
Yeah, bro, he doesn't
I
fight.
cried yesterday.
They fucking suspended me, dog. I was like,
Dang,
dude.
you just pick up for yourself. You didn't say anything.
They didn't
didn't
care.
care?
The guy who came up saw him like kind of swing at me, so he thought I was involved.
Wow, that's crazy.
funny.
You don't have
Yeah.
any fighting stories?
Besides that one kid that I punched. That's
Oh
about
yeah,
it.
He's like, other than that, I put the hood on and
And
just
it's funny
avoid
because
it.
I'm not
Confrontational.
I think both of us are
confrontational,
not.
I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't get mad easily, but he was doing it so much that it bugged me. Then-
Those are the ones you
then,
gotta be
I
careful for.
snapped, And I
Uh-huh.
just got up, turned around, and I punched him, and then that was it.
You never
I
bugged him
just-
again, though.
Funny.
Yeah, he never bugged me again.
Damn.
I just sat back down and like nothing happened. And he was all bleeding.
That is
But that
He
was-
bled.
funny. He bled?
Yeah,
Oh,
I kind of chipped his
shit.
tooth or something.
No
but, yeah, he
way.
had, like blood all over his face.
He still thinks about that day for
He
sure.
still has his tooth chips.
I don't know,
Hey,
yeah, but
thinks
that
about
was-
you.
that-
He
that's
reports all
about
your
it.
videos when he sees them pop up. Damn, that's wild.
What you guys
That's
got? You
about
got
it.
coming? Any new projects coming up?
Projects. Let me see. I don't think I have any projects other than like I'm trying to organize some open mic stuff, but not.
For December or for like?
I think
past-
the new year. I'm debating if I want to do, because with my business, Tapias Fuego, you know how I do other events. I've hosted vision board events for like the past 2 years. So I'm like, damn, I didn't start planning one this
Yeah,
year.
that would have been cool. I haven't
So-
seen a lot of that this year.
It was.
Yeah.
I think I did see a few.
Really?
This year.
I haven't seen
I've
any.
seen a lot of paint and sip.
Sip and paint, yeah, paint and sip.
Sip and paint.
Yeah, I used to host those too, and I used to do them around Christmas time as well.
Sip. Okay.
I don't know. I want to kind of just wait off and just rebrand, because I want to do a really fun Galentine's event. So I kind of rather do it really big for Galentine's, like collaborate with other Latina brands or artists or creators, and then just bring something really big together, promote it as a very girl only, but not secluding men completely, you know, like just
I think
a
that's
very,
hard though. How do you do that? Because I do see some stuff that's like girl only.
And there's a lot of men in there.
Yeah.
Oh man.
So I'm like, yeah, I think. Yeah.
I mean, I don't think legally you can say that, because I know like there was this
girls?
event that I got invited to. It's called Girls Only Grupo Night. So it's based like in the IE though, and the girl seems really cool. She just started it this year. She's done a few events, and she basically, I think she went viral because she said like, I just want to have like a girls' night with Grupo, and like that's it, and it blew up. And girls like, well, I'm down. So people, they ended up planning it. So from there, she ended up continuing to do it. But she's strict, like no guys, only gays. So like if you're gay, you can come.
You gotta prove it.
Yeah, you gotta prove it. Suck it. No, just kidding.
How do you prove that?
I don't know if you want to find out. I'm just kidding. But yeah, so she's like gays and girls is how she promotes it. But like right now that she's smaller, I guess it's cool. But I don't know, like at some
no, I
point
think
it
so.
could be
I
like a
think you
legal
could,
thing.
Yeah, you could sue them or like discrimination.
I
or
don't get
something.
nobody ideas, but like yeah.
But no, yeah, I think that's a thing. To be honest, I have heard of it, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it's hard to like say it's women only and like kind of try to filter out.
I think like the way I would do it is just promote it as very girly. And
That would solve a lot.
and
of
it's
that.
just like guys can come, but like it's gonna be really girly. Like
Just, do
it's
Just implement a dress
RSVP
code.
Link.
true, dresses only or like
Pink only.
I mean, I've done Galentine's events in the past. Like I did one last year that was really it popped off and it was really fun and cute. Was it this year? Entering this year? I think it was entering this year. And it was good. It was a good turnout. I mean, I had maximum 120 people.
That's a lot.
Yeah, but it was a good turnout. And then like I had a photo booth and I had like girls event or like girl games. But then I did one the previous year and oh my God, that one was a hot mess because it went viral. The video went viral, and the venue that I was hosting it at was not ready for it. I had 4,000 RSVPs.
Damn.
Not that many people showed up.
Where was it?
but it was in Lenox, like borderline Inglewood.
Yeah.
And it was a hot mess because the venue just wasn't ready for it. So I think I had the vision. I just need the people to like help me bring it together. So that's why I'm gonna just partner with other creators or like
sure.
businesses.
Yeah.
And I for sure think it could be a good one. So then I'll kind of like have that be the start to other monthly, like how I mentioned before, how I want to do my monthly events. So yeah, I think I'd rather just wait off this month, next month, and just plan really big for February. So
That's smart. I like that.
thanks. What about you guys? Any projects?
Damn, we have some dope ass shit in the works. We met with like an agency, like a marketing agency.
Oh, damn.
That we really fuck with, and they're doing dope stuff in like the Latino field. And I don't know if we're like talking like anything like directly signing, but like working with them and like collaborating with them because they fuck with our work. So that's been super exciting for us. Like
That's
that's a
really
new venture, and I
cool.
think that's always something that I've always kind of wanted to land somewhere that we can express ourselves creatively and have a lot of freedom. But also, you know, they kind of help with whatever they have, the connections or like, you know, the funds for stuff like that
Yeah.
we
I
want to
think
try.
that's the biggest part of it for me, that they have the funds and the connection. So they told us, whoever that you guys need, or whatever you guys need, and whoever you guys need, just tell us and we'll get them for you.
Damn,
So
that's
so that's
really
the cool part
good.
about it. But then again, we're still thinking about it because it's one of those things where you gotta work first and then see, I guess,
Yeah, well, I think
money.
it's an agency that's not like as big as that they want to be yet, but they are like on the track to get there.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's a
tough.
lot of like startup kind of like ideas, like ideology. So I think we have to think about getting into that space and being successful in that space. Kind of, I think that means
Grinding.
grinding and like having things really planned out, because that's a lot of time.
Yeah. So what's your guys' role specifically with that?
Just creating the way we're
Oh, that's
creating.
easy. That's not easy, but
And we're
Good
talking about
ideas.
like different ideas, because we've always wanted to do a bunch of other stuff that we haven't kind of like
We can't fund, or we don't have the people for
the
it.
people, because I think
Yeah.
it's hard when it's just us two, and then we want to do stuff that's more creative. Like I want to try like some comedy stuff and like stuff like that, but for that we need someone else shooting, or we need some other people to help.
so are you guys doing more like
Directing and creating and organizing, I guess.
but
if
still
you
kind of
wanna
with the same
say.
concept with South Central?
Well,
Yeah.
I think there's room for anything. They see us for what we're doing right now, and they kind of fuck with that. But from what they express, they're also open to like other stuff we haven't fully realized that we have ideas for, and a lot of stuff. And we spend like some good time
Was
talking.
that the
and-
meeting you were talking about
Yeah.
having? That's really
Yeah.
cool.
And then we have a bunch of shit, and it's been fun that they kind of latch onto some of the ideas that we have. And yeah, eventually I want to do a bunch of stuff. But for now, I think it's just like a lot of stuff
Just
that we're
start
doing
to
right now,
that.
like
That's really
documentary stuff.
good.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I've thought about that. Like when you had mentioned documentary stuff, I thought about like how I haven't really seen like stories of South Central. Like that is
I know,
Unique.
and I think from what I feel like holds the biggest weight for us is the storytelling we weave into the videos. I think that's what separates us from like
for sure.
other stuff that's out there. And no shade to anybody else, but I think for us the storytelling is what kind of makes us
Unique
unique
and
and different.
separates from the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think that's why people resonate with it a lot.
And also, we don't really show our faces when it comes to like highlighting someone.
That's
we're
the
not,
best part.
We're not involved like that, you know. We're not involved in that sense where the video's about us. The video's
Yeah.
about whoever's in front of the camera and telling their story.
Yeah. And that's hard though, because I feel like some people don't want to
It
be in front of
is.
the
And
camera.
it's always been hard that way, but it was very hard at the beginning. Now that people see our stuff, they kind of more open to it. But even like the most recent video, I was talking about this in the other pod. Shout out Cool Media, but that video we posted the other night, the best conversation was a conversation that he didn't know was being recorded. Like that was a genuine conversation we were having at the end of the video. We had finished shooting, we're kind of wrapping up, and we just kind of started having a genuine conversation. And I'm like, I think this is a video. Yeah, we shot all this other stuff, and I'm sure that's gonna be in the video too. But this conversation we're having here, he's opening up in ways that he wasn't doing before because the camera was on. So I realized that's the important stuff that matters in our stuff that we do, is those genuine conversations we're having with people when they kind of forget the cameras off.
Yeah, I agree.
And a lot of that was the foundation of the video. It was that conversation we had after we shot already. So yeah, I think that was special to me.
That's dope. It's good.
Yeah. Have you guys had a coffee? I'm tired. I don't know why.
I haven't had coffee
feel like I
today.
I was gonna get coffee on the way over here, but
But I did.
I didn't get it.
I
was
know,
gonna call you
same.
to like bring some. Like, hey, bring some coffee.
I was gonna food. I was like,
Coffee
nah,
sounds
just
good.
wait.
I feel like I spend my whole day just packing stuff.
Oh yeah, you've been packing orders. You're
Yeah.
getting your orders out.
Oh,
If you
good
order something
shit.
from us,
It's a
you're gonna
good
get it out.
problem.
It's time consuming. Like I thought it was
It
gonna be
is.
fast. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna get this done in like an hour or two, but it's time
It's
consuming.
time consuming.
It's very time consuming.
Well, luckily
very-
it's just luckily it's not edible things. Like for me, I feel like
That's hard.
that was such a headache.
Have you tried putting your stuff in stores?
Yeah, and I have had them in stores. I just I think I just realized it wasn't my goal. Like I think
wasn't?
I just realized, because even just starting Tapias Fuego was never my goal. I
sure.
just got kind of stuck in it
Yeah,
in a way.
I think that happens to a lot of creators. Like really kind of just something works, but you're like, oh man, that's not really
It's
what I
not
was
really
shooting
what I
for.
wanted,
But
yeah.
I think it's dope to even try, like that you tried going in stores. At least you
Yeah.
tried, you know, so you know what that's like, you know.
Yeah, and I think I just like I don't care to be the biggest michelada brand. I don't care to be the biggest. Like I genuinely found passion in my events, and I know that like my big vision with Tapias Fuego is I want to partner with the brewery. I want to have Tapias Fuego be I want that brewery to be Tapias Fuego's home, and here you can get Tapias Fuego products. And at this brewery, we have the events that I
That's dope.
host. Like
Yeah.
that's my big vision for Tapias Fuego, and that way it's just all in one place. I don't have to work with anybody else. I just get creative with the events.
We need a brewery
there.
in South Central.
right?
have one?
We don't
We
have
should have
one.
one.
The art district doesn't count.
No, it doesn't
Like,
count.
it's
South
pretty-
Central?
I mean, like it's like neighbor. It's
But
like,
to have one in South Central, a lot of people that I know that we went to school with, like
Have
they
talked
fuck
about
with
it.
like that kind of beer, like
Yeah.
it's like
IPAs,
IPAs and stuff. They fuck with that stuff.
I just like the vibe of a brewery. I like the, like it
I
can
like
be
the
family
food.
friendly, but it can be just
yeah,
like
especially the ones that play sports, even that.
Yeah, no, yeah,
The ones in the Art District when they put the Dodgers games. That's
Yeah,
just fun as
same.
hell.
yeah, I like
But I feel like a South Central one would do dope.
that'd be really
fool.
cool.
but do we have a space for that? Where would you put it
Anywhere else?
if you were to put one? Where would you
There's
put
been some like right here on
like
by
on
LA
Hill
Trade Tech,
Street?
by LA Trade Tech,
Yeah,
by Hill
like
Street.
Hill.
There's been like a
True,
sports
true.
bar that try to open there.
It's a lot
Oh,
of spots
really?
there. A
But
lot
I
of
think
empty
that
spots.
one was trying to cater more to like the USC and like that area.
Yeah, you're right.
Mm.
I feel like one would do good out here.
Yeah, so that's my big vision for Tapias Fuego, because I just learned that it's not. I don't really care too much about the
That's good.
products and stuff.
I think the more sometimes it's harder to like say what you want. It's harder to like say, oh, I want this, but it's easier to say, I don't want that. I don't want that. It's just easier
Yeah,
to just
that's
go
true.
through that first and go
Yeah.
like, nah, that's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Because it's harder to actually tie down to one thing.
Yeah.
So it's better to try a few things and just knock them down.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so that's where I'm at with that, and I'm glad I got it out of my system though. Like I'm glad I was able to, because I think at one point I was kind of like on autopilot with Tapias Fuego. I was just like pop-ups every other weekend, prepping every week, and I got just so consumed in that, and then it just got to the point where like I just wasn't happy. Then I just realized I wasn't happy doing this, so that's why I wanted a change. So that's why I was trying to be more like focused on the events part, and it that to me is fun, but I also realized I need more help. And like physically, so yeah, like that's my next venture, is like to get that part down, like get more help with that. And like I genuinely found passion in like this content stuff, so just focusing on that seems to be doing
I think we
good.
kind of have to, no? We kind of learned to love content creation.
I think so. Yeah.
Because you find your own way, or
And also, I
how
think
you
you
like
learn processes because at first you don't understand how camera works and you're like
Mm-hmm.
overwhelmed by all the decisions to make and what gear to use.
but you also need to go through that to make it become easy, and
Absolutely.
people don't realize that
So now it's like, now it's easy flowing, even the editing, because you think about how you're going to edit. So
while you're filming.
exactly. So
then-
you go into shooting much easier, much quicker, and it's just easy, you know? At first it was very overwhelming.
Yeah, so I always tell people, like when they ask like how did you start, or how do you like, I can't tell you how to start because your version of starting is gonna look different than mine, but just start, like just do it. Like I sucked at editing, I sucked at posting, I sucked at knowing my angles, or it's just like you just got, like even like my flyers improved. Like I sucked at just even posting something. Like everything just gets better with time.
It's for sure a small learning curve. Like once you get through it, it just becomes
Yeah,
easy.
and that's kind of with everything though, right?
Everything,
With
sure.
everything. Yeah, some people just want the easy way, or like they want but then it's like, even if you do get it the easy way, it's not gonna last because you're not gonna know how to appreciate it. Because then when I feel like, and that's why I'm also even grateful that this is happening, or all of these little things are happening for me at the age that I am now. Because I do think if I was younger, I wouldn't not only not know how to appreciate it, but I think I would have kind of not been able to like discover myself in the ways that I have. Like, your 20s are for you to figure stuff out. And I feel like if you're figuring yourself out and then still figuring out what parts of you want to show on camera, and what, like, and how to have this social media persona in a way, or like, I feel like my development
No, for
as
sure.
a person would have been
I think about that a lot because even with like the music, I'm like, dude, I look back, I'm like, dude, I was not ready for it. Like I know I wanted it in that moment, but I was
Yeah.
like looking back, I know I was not ready. Like I'm glad this is working out for us now too. But yeah, if it happened earlier, it would have been so different. Like I don't
Yeah.
think that person, me, who I was that day, was ready for that.
Yeah, I feel it. I was gonna say something when you were talking about damn, I forgot.
You guys finished Christmas shopping or no?
About what?
I forgot. I'll come to me
I
later.
started Christmas shopping, to be honest, because I used to shop the last week,
Yeah,
and there's nothing.
no,
Last
for sure.
day.
Yeah.
Where would you go?
Marshalls.
Waited 2 hours at the line.
Yeah, and Ross. But
He's
like,
a
hell,
Ross and
man.
Marshalls guy. This
Oh,
fool.
me too.
But he'd be like at all of them. Like
Me
sometimes
too.
I'll hit him like, "Where are you?" I'm at this Ross in like fucking Artesia or something. I'm like,
Dude,
Jesus.
I used to resell a lot, so like
Yeah.
I used to hit
Try to
all
find
the
stuff.
markets.
Yeah, it
I
was
used to find
funny.
really good stuff.
You kind of slow down on just
yeah,
being.
I don't do it no more.
But you still go into
Yeah.
Ross's and Marshalls.
yeah,
though.
like
Ross
still have,
Ross
like-
changed
like, I
though.
have
Ross
to go
changed. I
inside.
fuck with
A
Marshalls heavy.
lot. Yeah.
But even Marshalls, I think changed a little bit too right now.
I've been heavy on my TJ Maxx.
TJ Maxx is
Honestly.
dope. I like
feel
TJ
it's a lot
Maxx.
less.
Oh, I don't know. Last time I went to TJ Maxx, I spent like $200 because I
I like
found a
TJ
bunch
Maxx.
of
I'm trying to
stuff.
buy less clothes though, for real. Personally, I think
I want to try jewelry.
I do too.
I never had none.
But I buy
I
it.
did, but I just never.
I
don't know.
buy it and I don't wear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I do want like a gold chain.
I had
How
a
long
small
have you
gold
had this
chain.
piercing?
Dude, 19.
19? Oh, damn.
Yeah,
Which one?
the
Go ahead,
thermal.
Oh, that
Sheik.
one?
He forgot it was there. How long
Yeah.
you've had
It
it?
looked
I
like a
forget,
mole.
too. I
It
take
looked
it
like a
off.
mole at some point.
I don't wear it often. Sometimes I'll take it
No?
off. I'll go through phases where I keep it on and phases where I just don't have it on. But
That's
the
crazy.
hole's always there, the little hole.
Oh,
Pretty badass.
damn.
Yeah.
I'm glad I never ended up piercing my face as much
Dude,
as I
I
wanted
had snake
to.
bites. I had everything. I had my tongue pierced.
No way.
I had my tongue pierced and I
Oh,
did
you
it.
did, huh?
Yeah, but I had my tongue pierced, but I didn't know I had a soy allergy. And I was vegan at the time.
Oh, my God.
And dude, I go home, I'm like drinking some cereal. My fucking tongue swells up because the holes, they went in, and I'm like, oh shit, I have a soy allergy. So I had to take it out, dude. My tongue was like out my mouth like
No
that.
freaking way.
Yeah, I found out I had soy allergy.
That's crazy. No, I'm not allergic to anything, thank God. But
Same-
that could
same
change, huh? But as of now, no.
I could change. This was,
I heard.
I don't
that
want
could
to say.
change. That's crazy.
Yeah, well, yeah, your
Imagine
taste buds change. I think
Just
you're...
your 30s and you're allergic to like peanut butter.
Oh, hell
what
no.
the
I would lose my shit if I ever become allergic to freaking shrimp.
Oh,
No,
shrimp.
shrimp.
I'm a little allergic to shrimp.
I just
Really?
started liking shrimp, so I
I'm a
can't.
little, it makes my tongue
Imagine.
itchy.
Yeah.
A certain type of shrimp makes my tongue itchy.
Yeah, I
a
was
little
gonna
bit.
say because normally like that connects the whole soy and shrimp thing.
That's
But,
funny.
damn, what was I going to say?
We're talking about jewelry. We're talking about
yeah, jewelry. I want to get more. I had a like forever
Bracelet? Oh, I forgot. What happened
but
to
it
it?
snapped. I picked
Yeah.
up a sweater, and then I had a gold chain, and the thingy snapped, so I haven't fixed it. But I want to try it again. I want to
Yeah.
have something on my neck.
I'm
or
so
something.
distrustful. Like,
something small.
I don't
though.
trust people that sell gold. I want to buy gold, but I don't trust
Really?
no one.
I don't know who to go to.
I don't even
Exactly.
know. Where do you even go to buy
Callejones are like
I would
downtown,
go to
but
HP.
you gotta know someone that knows someone, so you get the discount or like the
Is
right
gold
shit.
even like like is it valuable?
I don't know, but
nowadays.
I don't even know what
Right
I'd
now.
pay for it. But I want
even
something. I
know.
just don't know where to start.
I mean,
got my gold plated stuff. I'll keep that. I lose things so easily.
as long as it doesn't make my neck green.
No, yeah, like I usually wear gold plated or gold filled jewelry. So, like for example, these bracelets. I'm sure the Louis Vuitton one is gold. Probably the same material as this.
Did you get it at Louis Vuitton or
Yeah,
something?
no, this one's a Louis Vuitton one. This one
much
I
was it?
got. I don't know. It was a gift, but this one here I bought for like $8 or $10, and I wear them all the time at the same time. I shower with them, and they
Yeah.
haven't gotten ugly.
I had silver ones that I really liked, but I would shower with them and they got fucked up.
Yeah, you gotta
I can't
get
take
like.
them off when I shower. Like I shower
No,
with
yeah,
it.
I don't take off my jewelry.
Yeah, I don't know how people do
Except
it.
for earrings.
If I
'cause you
take it
gotta,
off, I
like-
forget to put it on.
Exactly.
And then I
Yeah,
won't put it
no,
on
my
again.
necklace
no
and
point.
bracelets I don't take off. My earrings I have to because I feel like I can't scrub correctly with it.
You can't scratch that itch on.
Yeah, or like just makeup. Like I can't take off all the makeup
Oh.
properly, or I don't know. But yeah, like I don't wear real jewelry anymore. So like the only real jewelry I had, I got jacked when I was in middle school.
Damn,
Some
man.
girls fucking snapped that
That's
shit off my
crazy.
neck.
We witnessed the homie get jacked.
Really?
And we
Yeah.
froze.
We
And you're
did-
like, put your hood on.
We looked back and we're
walked
like,
away.
what the hell? It just happened so quick.
It was so random 'cause we didn't even see him. He just came up at a red light.
It was on
punched
King.
him,
It was on
smashed
King
him,
in Vermont.
and
King in
No
Vermont.
way.
King of
Then he
Vermont.
was fast.
By the Yoshinoya.
Yeah, we were at
Was it
that. We
Yoshinoya?
were at that
Yoshinoya.
shirt store. I forgot what it's called. But
Oh,
yeah, we were just
yeah.
waiting for the red light. Someone comes off, and we're both there, and we didn't do nothing. It's
He was in the
crazy.
car, or
No,
we
we
were
were
sta-
walking.
waiting
we
for the
were
red light, the
corner.
green light.
Yeah.
But that fool
wait,
just
walking?
Yeah.
we were
Oh, okay,
standing
okay.
waiting for the light to
Oh,
turn
gotcha,
green,
gotcha.
and they just come and like hit him in his chest, and he kind of falls back, and they just pull it and run, and we just like kind of look at each other like,
What the
damn,
fuck
did
just
that
What
just
just
happen?
happened? Because we were,
Dang.
I don't know, we were talking about something and that just happened.
Yeah, you-
kinda
It just
It's hard to
catches
react.
fight or
Yeah.
flight. It's like,
It's hard to
yeah.
react.
It's hard to react.
Well, that
and
happened to
then-
me in the bus one time.
Damn.
I remember sounds so crazy, but I was going to school on the bus. I had my phone and I had my hot pocket on the other hand.
I love hot pockets. I'm not gonna lie.
So I put my phone here, right? But
Wait, you were with the hot pocket on the bus?
yes.
What
Oh,
the
that's
hell?
I
nasty.
was yes. I was going to school. I was like in a rush. So I
Hot pocket on the bus is crazy. I've never heard that combo.
What do you mean? I was.
I would
just
eat it at home.
I was in a rush. I didn't have time to eat at home either. I'm gonna eat this hot pocket on the bus, or I ain't gonna eat at all. Like I was hungry, so I had my
The pepperoni?
phone. Yeah, that's the only one I eat. Anything else is weird.
The cheese one is good. The 4 cheese.
Oh, eat like the ham one? That's
I don't like-
weird.
I like the ham one.
I don't like the ham.
I'm
one.
sure you do. You eat.
What does that
you drink
mean?
chocolate milk and chicken at the same
I'm sure you
time.
do. Damn.
I'm just kidding.
Wait, hot pocket on the bus.
Okay, so I'm on the bus and I have my phone like this and I had my hot pocket. But you know, like I remember, like first of all, it's hot. I'm walking, I'm running late for school, like a lot going on, right? So I get on the bus, I have my backpack off, I'm fanning myself, it's hot. Some guy's getting off the bus and he snatched my phone and runs. But I swear in my head, I'm like, did he just snatch my hot pocket? Like, I couldn't, because I'm holding my hot pocket, but I thought I was holding my phone. So I reacted late. I'm like, wait, he snatched my phone. So I run after him like an idiot. So I run after him, but I left my backpack in the bus. Thankfully, the bus.
Dude.
I know, I didn't realize. It just happened so fast. So I run after the guy, and he was fast, but I was so close. I'm like, I'm right there. I'm fucking running. And I'm just like, fuck that. I'm not going to catch up to him. So then I was so mad. So then whatever, I go back in the bus. Luckily, the bus waited for me.
Oh shit! For real?
Yeah, they waited for me. So I grabbed I think I ended up just going to school, and I forgot what ended up happening, but never got that
was a
phone
Hot Pocket.
again. If I could dash it away, I wasn't even hungry anymore.
What one was it?
I think it had like this was like,
Razor era.
no, actually, I don't remember. It was, no,
Next up.
probably Metro PCS. Metro PCS.
What
at the
bus
time.
stop was it?
The 115
Where at?
on Manchester. Where was I?
I would never hold my phone out of Manchester.
Hoover. Yeah.
It just, I was barely getting on the bus, so I was trying to like put my things in the backpack. I remember, like, I used to be so like, cause I would on the.
Also, just Manchester alone, like I feel like so different there. Like even though I'm not
'Cause-
that far from it, like I don't feel as safe
It's
as
not
like
your
anywhere.
part of South
So,
Central, like this. Yeah,
for sure, it just feels so different to me, you know. So I'm very more cautious and wary out there.
No, yeah.
And I think that's why what stops you from like wearing chains or like jewelry, because I
Me
don't want to wear
too.
it in public. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to show it off. I just want to have it and like keep it like underneath.
Oh, I ain't riding no buses no more.
Don't say that out loud,
Just
because
kidding.
now people are gonna know that you
No,
won't react.
everything you wear is
nothing.
fake,
People are gonna
right?
know you
I
won't
don't
react
have
now.
nothing.
They're like, oh, he won't do nothing. He said it.
He a punk. He gonna put his hood on and run.
They don't do nothing. You guys don't do nothing.
Well, there's Eric.
Like, hey, we're live. They're about to come in right now.
That's crazy.
Just kidding. No, yeah, that's funny. But yeah, I don't wear no jewelry because
They actually got chased
that.
on Manchester.
You got chased?
Oh, we
By
got chased in
who?
Manchester, huh?
Some
Manchester
guy.
and what?
Manchester and Avalon.
Avalon. At the VSS.
We were shooting with the drone, and some guy saw it, but I don't think he was all there mentally. And I think from what I heard, he just started talking about like police stuff. So I don't know if he thought it was like a police thing or something, you know. But it was before all the raids and shit, and he wasn't Latino. I don't think he was. But yeah, he saw the drone, and I kind of saw him when this was shooting the drone. I'm kind of like, I have to play like security guard or whatever. I have to like be. But I'm always like that anyways.
Damn, this is your security guard.
Yeah.
I'm very,
Exactly.
I'm very aware. I'm very aware, and I saw him. He was crossing the street away from us, and he looked up. He saw the drone, and then he kind of just starts looking at the drone, and then he kind of just looks down at us because he sees the control. And I kind of see him look at me, but I kind of look down. And I'm like, Marvin, get in the car, bro, because this was coming. And he's like, who? And he looks up, and that fool's coming our way. And he starts taking a shank out of his
Oh my
his pant leg.
God.
And I was like, what the hell? And we get in the car, and then we start reversing because this was coming up with the shank. And he chased us down the street. We
Wait,
got in
you
the
guys were
car.
in the
We got in the
car?
car. We got on the street.
What the
and he
hell?
chased
Finds
us.
a metal pole somewhere, fucking grabs it, and tries to throw us it out.
And then we
No
kind of park like a block
way.
down because we think he's gone. And then I see him through the rear view like hiding behind cars and shit.
Yeah.
And we're like, what the hell, dude? And we left the phone flying, like
The
flying
giant
over there.
Drone flying.
Yeah, we left it flying.
So
So,
we do a fucking U-turn trying to go catch the drone, and then he's
he
hiding.
comes out of a bush with the metal
and then throw the pole
What
at us.
the
like a metal pole. Is
He
crazy.
misses, and we just take
paranoid.
off.
Yeah.
That's
I
wild.
know, it's crazy. That's one of the wildest things we had with shooting out in the street, and that's another thing to think
Dang.
about too.
So be careful,
Lately,
yeah.
I've been getting DMs about other people seeing drones out there. Like, oh, I saw your drone. It's like, that
You're not the
wasn't
only
me.
one with
There's
drones.
there's
I'm
way
not
more
the
out
only
there,
one.
bro, and I
But-
think
but now they're doing stupid shit. So,
exactly.
Like, I
So
feel like they're gonna blame
it
me
shades
for that.
it shades you.
Yeah, so I
for
feel like
sure.
I'm gonna get blamed.
I don't
for,
fly
like,
the drone, by the way.
I don't need
It's all him.
pay someone.
Yeah. They're.
Still streaming.
What happened?
There's a little message.
Let's see. Let me read the comments before we go.
Okay, yeah.
What comments?
Keep it going. Keep it going. I'll make some up.
No, it's still pretty good.
I'll make some comments. Up.
There's a pop-up message, but I don't think.
Yeah,
that's
no,
really true.
other than that experience, I've never gotten robbed or jacked or anything.
I've never been
Honestly,
robbed either.
I feel like I live my life on like I've lived
Edge.
yeah, I've lived my life on the edge. I've done a lot of things where I'm just like, why would I do that?
But you know,
Like,
that's what we've been talking about. That shapes you to be who we are today, and
Yeah.
it gives you a different type of grit that a lot of people don't have. Like we can go into
That's
places
true.
and kind of come out of it like without being like overwhelmed and
yeah,
shit.
I think not.
a lot of people don't have that skill. You know, it's a
Yeah.
skill set that we have coming from the place we
Yeah,
come
definitely growing up in South Central before the phone era for sure made a huge difference. Like we got to be kids, like regular kids,
Out in the street
and then
on
we
the
just
bikes.
have like that
Different cities.
instinct that like
For
yeah,
sure.
like you have that instinct in you. Like even just recognizing that it's time to get in the car and go, like that's your fight or flight
For
response.
sure.
You know,
Yeah, and a lot of kids now don't. Have
they
that.
don't have that. They would have got shanked.
I'm scared to let like my 18-year-old brother out into like
The wild.
into the.
Then he's 18 already.
He's gonna be 18 next
Dang.
year.
Damn.
I know. I'm like, and I'm still like
I still remember when you gave him Monster at like a young age.
I didn't
on
give
the
him
road,
Monster, bro.
Oh my
he
god.
took a sip and started running.
I was doing a skit. I filled it with water so he could laugh. It was not.
Oh.
No, you did it.
He's
You
trying to
did
say it for the
No.
video.
That's
I'm
crazy,
kidding.
bro. Who would do that to a kid?
This guy apparently.
Exactly.
What the fuck?
Dude,
Monster
that's
is
a
crazy.
core memory that I have with.
I
Like,
have a
you
lot of
and your
yours. I
brother.
don't know if you
Well,
brought that one up.
she's 18. Damn, so you guys have a big age
Yeah,
gap.
so that's what I'm saying. Like this was always been like my brother because
Mm-hmm.
yeah, my brother was born when I was in 6th grade, but he was a kid. He was a baby, so I didn't really have
Mm-hmm. You guys
like a
never
relationship
caught up to an
with the-
age,
with the-
yeah.
it was only him.
Well, if it makes you feel better, my sister was in kindergarten when I put hair extensions on her. So like again, I was never like a rebellious kid, but I'm fortunate that my mom did kind of let me just like be myself and let me explore and whatever. So I got into this phase of like I wanted to have different hair color, but I don't want to dye my hair. So she just let me put on hair extensions, which I had pink hair extensions. And I started a trend at school or whatever, but that's another conversation. But yeah, so I had pink hair extensions and I even had blue hair extensions just to experiment. So the pink hair extensions were short. So I convinced my mom to let me put them on my sister. She's in kindergarten and she had pink hair. Oh my gosh, she thought she was in High School Musical. Or she thought she was like Hannah Montana or
dope,
something.
yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I didn't give her Monster though. So
I didn't either.
but yeah, having younger siblings is fun for that.
Yeah,
but
hell yeah,
yeah,
it is. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah.
That's so.
oh wait, you told me this
I have
already.
two
Yeah,
sisters, I
you
don't have
told me
any
sisters.
brothers.
But you don't have like little like big age gaps like us.
Nah, yeah, we're all about the same age. We're 3 years, and then like 4 years.
Yeah. Well, I mean, compared to like my brothers now, they're like 5, 8, and 9 and 10.
Damn.
So,
That's
yeah.
a big one. That's a big
Yeah,
age
they're
gap.
my practice children. So yeah. Oh, there he's getting scared. So he's putting on the hood. I'm just kidding.
On the hoodie,
Yeah. Shout out everybody that was watching today.
Yeah. How many viewers do we have today?
a lot.
Really?
Nah.
Yay!
Shout out Silos in the chat. Shout out Zapatos Trecos, was it?
Zapatos
Oh, I think.
Trucos.
Zapatos LA?
Let me see. I think that's the guy from Mods.
Wait, we have 59 views at the moment.
I
No.
think historically, no?
Let me check.
Mine says 2 likes and 2 viewers.
Well, subtract 3.
Cause us,
Oh,
we're
wait.
on watching it,
Yeah.
and all my burners. I mean, let me check.
All your burners is
Oh, it
crazy.
says 2 watching. That's funny. All your
Burners for
burners.
YouTube is crazy.
That's
Burners,
funny.
phone burners.
Well, wait, you guys, some of your plans, your projects. Okay. Well, what are you guys doing for this weekend?
What am I doing this weekend? What are you doing this weekend, Eric?
Well, tonight.
We
I
have
have-
an event tomorrow.
And tonight. I don't know if you're
Yeah.
gonna make it, but there's another. I think at the end of the year, like you have a lot of like these brands like throwing parties. So we got one today, and then Friday we got another one.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
That's
it's pretty
really
dope.
good.
I think it's cool to be in those spaces that we never thought we'd be in, like with those creators
Yeah,
and stuff. So
that's really cool.
it's cool.
That's dope.
Are you kind of like starstruck when you see other creators?
No.
Or more?
I was
or on the
starstruck
celebrities?
With who?
Shoddy Bay, dude.
Really?
I don't know why, but any celebrity, I'm like whatever. But Shoddy Bay, I was like, oh my god, that's Shoddy Bay. What the hell?
That's
He wouldn't stop
funny.
talking about her on the way home. He's
Have a crush on Shawty Bay or what?
Relax. It was just like to see her in person was crazy to me.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. I think because like I worked around a lot of I told you I worked at Playa Vista, so I would see celebrities almost
Yeah.
every day. So I think like maybe I just don't like to be that person that's
neither.
just like,
I
oh my
like to
God,
play
you're
it
so
cool,
and so.
you
I don't
know?
like to ask people for pictures. I'm just
But
like
it's a
I like to play it
different
cool.
experience when you cater to them as an employee. To
That's
when
true. You're in the same
circle.
space. I think even more of a reason to not get like fangirl is
Exactly.
because like we're in the same
just
room
a homie,
at
just
the
saying
end of
what's
the
up,
day.
you know,
Yeah.
for sure.
Because I was at an event. I told you guys I was at an event that was I won't say the event, but I was at an event, and I feel like a lot of people there. I would just say this: there weren't a lot of minority people there, so I feel like that those group of people, I definitely felt like some of them had the persona like I don't know, like they just didn't feel welcoming. It didn't feel like they wanted to collaborate. They didn't feel like, and I'm used to that. Like I'm very much like that. And I feel like when I go to Latino like creator spaces, it's the opposite, where everybody's like kind of mingling with each other, getting to know each other. It feels like you're hanging out with your cousins in a way. And at that event, it didn't feel like that, and I didn't like that. I was like, you know what, I need to know where I'm like welcome.
They're certain like not crews, but like little things that you can
Little
tell
cliques.
sometimes. Some certain communities are more community based, and others is just a look.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking look.
And to me, I'm just like, at the end of the day, we got the same opportunity. We're both here. Like, you're not better than me. And I have to remind myself that too, because sometimes we may feel like we don't belong
Yeah, for
somewhere.
sure.
It's like, no, they were invited just like I was invited, and I belong here.
Absolutely.
You know? So,
I think that's the biggest obstacle, to be honest.
Yeah.
Kind of feeling like you're part of it too, especially when you're invited. Like, hey, I was brought in here too.
yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I didn't sneak in.
Exactly.
I was
You're not the
part of
help.
this. Yeah. I'm not the guy bringing in the. But yeah.
Yeah, I'm not the help. I'm not
One
the-
time in high school, we were in downtown LA, and we saw Wiz Khalifa and Amber Rose. This guy
Oh,
ran.
No way.
We ran.
I didn't ran.
We ran.
I didn't ran, fool.
Really?
We ran to go take a picture of them.
No
They were going
way.
down the elevator. I'm like, bro, chill. Bro.
Well, you
Very
actually so like
cool.
nonchalant.
I was like-
you were right there.
It
right
was Wiz
behind me
Khalifa and
taking
Amber Rose, bro.
pictures.
What the hell?
That's
Why'd you
funny.
run?
Wiz Khalifa at his peak, bro. He was at his
But you
peak.
ran, dude. Like if it was free lunch or something. Like it was like at the
That's
beginning
dumb.
of recess or something, bro. Like what the hell, bro?
Did he have the
He did
autism
too.
run with his hands?
Yeah, like the Naruto. Yeah, the Naruto run. The Naruto run, bro. Whiz.
That's messed up. With the blonde hair
Was he
Wiz?
blonde there?
I don't remember, dude.
I still have the
That's
picture.
funny.
It's
What's the
blurry.
most famous person you have met? Shadi Bay. I know his answer. Shadi Bay. I'm just kidding.
I don't know. Famous
Person that you
famous.
talked. Oh, I guess.
Like
my-
celebrity, I guess.
that I met or talked to?
Or yeah, either.
Well,
Did you end up taking a picture with him at least?
nah,
Was
'cause
the
we're
run
going
worth
elevator. He took a
Nah.
picture of them.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's funny.
I met Busta Rhymes.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
you did?
cool.
Yeah.
I should.
I met what's his fucking name? Jesus Christ, Kevin Gates.
Oh, Kevin Gates?
Kevin Gates,
You
dude.
met Jesus Christ.
Kevin Gates was badass, dude. He's
Really?
intimidating as hell.
He's
It was back in the day too, like when he was like still in the hood and like rapping. Like, yeah, that dude was badass. It was dope.
I'm not a big fan of him.
For me, I'd say I met. Oh fuck. I don't know.
Well, I met Nipsey Hussle. That
you
was
did?
cool.
That's
Yeah, at
dope.
my job. I met a few people. I met a lot of Laker players, but Nipsey, I feel like when I met
Stood
him,
out the most.
I think
Were you a big
I
fan of him before his death or after?
I wouldn't say I was a big fan of him. I was a fan of him. I was a big fan of what he was doing. Like I was a big fan of his mission, I guess.
Yeah.
But as far as like his music goes, I wouldn't say I was a big fan of him. I won't try to act like
Yeah.
it.
No,
But I think I did listen to his album a lot more when he died, and I'm like, just like, damn, this is a good album. I wish it would have been more. Maybe it was appreciated because it was Grammy nominated, but I wish I would have appreciated it more
It didn't reach
before.
I guess us or like me. in
Yeah, I
particular.
don't think it reached certain people maybe, but yeah, I wasn't a huge fan of him, but I always been a fan of what he did for South Central.
No, artists like that, like music wise. I don't think I've met anyone famous like that. But I met the guy from La Platica and maybe Cholo from Blue Beetle. But other than that, those are like the two biggest people
Yeah.
that I've met.
That's cool.
They're pretty cool too.
So you have
I like
Shadi
them.
Bay's contact? Or-
Yeah, I do.
You do really?
Yeah, nah.
He
Well,
can get it if he wants to.
He has 2027 goals. Me
nah.
or 2026.
I'm
I
respect
mean.
for her relationship.
Oh,
She has a
now you
relationship?
are.
I don't know. I'm just fucking
You're dumb.
joking.
You're dumb. What is call it?
Yeah, let's
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was a
sure.
good show.
That was a
So
very good
episode
show.
Yeah.
3.
Episode 3.
Episode 3.
Oh damn.
Subscribe, bro. Please.
Subscribe.
Please,
comment,
bro. Let me know,
like.
bro. I'll do anything, bro.
Damn.
Pause.
I'll do anything.
He would.
He'll do anything, and I'll let him do anything.
watch.
Yeah, well, I don't want to watch. Wow, this guy. I don't want to watch.
Subscribe,
This
bro.
guy.
Please.
Subscribe.
No,
Yeah,
for
we'll be
sure.
back
We'll be
again
back
next week.
same time.
Wednesday, same time.
What time?
Same time-ish.
6:30ish, 7. around there?
6:30ish.
For sure.
7. You can follow us on Instagram. Obviously, they're
So
Yeah.
it's just an LA girl.
just an LA girl.
911 SELA clips and
And we'll, yeah.
Finito.
Peace.
oh, now we're gonna walk to that camera
We're going
and
to
end it.
end it like
Walk of
Joe
shame.
Budden. That's how you're going to walk off like Joe Budden.